You work so hard. You show up every day. You do what's expected of you. But deep down, you know the truth. One paycheck shouldn't decide how your life turns out. But what if your evenings meant progress? What if your weekends built freedom? What if your laptop became more than just a screen? This isn't about quitting your job. It's about giving yourself options. While others scroll, you start building. Quietly, consistently, and on your own terms. No pressure, no guessing. Just a clear system you can run after work, before work, or whenever life gives you a turn. That's what Goldmine on hustlesafrica.com is for.
Tuesday.
Haikuzo makasi ni watafute uongozi pamoja wasitafute.
Kweli una maana gani? Una maana wewe ni binadamu ya mavi ya kuku.
Mashamba yetu harambe.
Nguruwe kujikanga na mafuta yake, na Afrika itakwisha.
Padhani ya gosho ngai no mwega na endesho de.
Wakati hiyo ilikuwa ukisema ngwe ndani ngwe.
Will we as Jubilee work with leader Mwananchi? Of course we will work with all people who want change in this country. Yes. We will work with all people. I mean, I don't know how many of us would like to see this administration in power 1 minute longer. We will work with everybody who's in that particular mold, and then Linda Mwananchi is very much in that particular arrangement. We will work together.
Uko tayari kufanya kazi?
Hiyo nilisema kitu kimoja kwamba mimi naamini ya kwamba hawa ndugu zetu ambao wako kwenye United Opposition wakienda kivyao peke yao bado wanaweza shinda huu uchaguzi. Sisi kama Linda Mwananchi tukienda kivyetu bado tutashinda huo uchaguzi. Lakini hiyo risk hakuna mtu anataka kuchukua. Ya kwamba tunajua the surest bet, you know, you can take chances, but then kuna kitu inaitwa sure bet. Sisi tunaamini iwapo tutaingia katika uchaguzi kama kikosi mmoja dhidi ya William Ruto, hii uchaguzi inaisha saa 12 asubuhi. Ninakuambia mimi ni mwanafunzi wa baba Raila Amolo Odinga. One of Raila's biggest regrets, and he used to say it all the time, ya kwamba upinzani uliprolong uongozi wa Moi kwa miaka 10 bila sababu yoyote. Personally sat with Fred Matiangi. I have sat with him. Na nikamuexplainia, nikamwambia inchi ambayo mimi nasikia wananchi wakisema wanataka ni hii na hii na hii na hii na hii. Sisi wote tunawezaje tuketi pamoja tuulizane ni nani ambaye anaweza kuleta haya mabadiliko ambaye tunazungumza. Na namba 2, siasa vile nimekuambia ni ushawishi. Siasa ni ushawishi. Huwezi kulazimisha Matiangi ya kuunge mkono. Si lazima ukae na yeye chini. Hauwezi kumlazimisha. Na yeye pia anajua lazima atuingize box, atuambie hapa na hapa mimi nakubaliana na nyinyi hivi, mimi ningefanya hivi tofauti, tunapata mwafaka katikati. Lakini kitu ambacho hatuwezi kufanya ni kukataa kuzungumza kama viongozi wote ambao tunaamini ya kwamba William Ruto lazima.
Alright, hello there people of the internet, my name is Uduchegero and this is Political Lady coming to you at 7:30. Today I have got a full set. Alright, we have Mr. Mugendi. Mugendi is here, Jared Mugendi is a lawyer, top-notch lawyer, tip-top lawyer here in town.
And they keep it.
The last time he was biting his tongue the whole time when we were here. I think the last conversation we had, you had a serious difficulty stomaching the Olkalau.
That is a lie, people of the internet. Just know that's a lie.
Okay. And we have Joachim Simiyu, who obviously took off because waliambiwa na Wamunyoro wasilete kiherehere. Uko
I took off from that discussion.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
And then we have you know, the diplomat in town, Ambassador Gordon Kachola. Ambassador Gordon Kachola is part of the group that really had really wanted that Olkalau win. But so I have 3 people who are disappointed with the Olkalau.
How am I disappointed? Why should I be disappointed?
Yeah.
When your ally wins against a common enemy, why should you be disappointed?
The reason why I think you were disappointed was because you guys wanted... Are you in Linda Mwananchi?
No, I'm not.
Okay. That's fine.
I am a friend.
You're a friend of Linda Mwananchi?
Yes.
Yeah. So many friendships going on right now.
I don't know if it's a friend or an ally, something like that.
Yeah, something like an ally. I think that is the word that we should be using, right? So we have a lot of things going on. The government has decided that we are going to be bypassing 2030 vision, and we are running off to Singapore. And I'm not sure why this is happening. We have Ambassador Gordon Kachola, who is really excited about this document. I don't know for whatever reason, but I don't think that... So, Kachola, how are you doing, sir?
Jagero, thank you for the invite. I really appreciate.
Yeah.
It's time, once again, we talk to Kenyans, tell them facts, and discard the lies that maybe they already have.
Okay. Great. Welcome to the program. Jared.
Yes.
And Mr. Simiyu, Kenya's Vision 2030 is approaching its end.
Yes.
Creating a moment to define the country's direction after 2030. The document presents the goal of becoming the first world nation as a move from a lower middle income, mainly agrarian society to a high income, industrialized, urban, innovative, and globally competitive society. Okay? This is presented as a whole of society transformation.
Yes.
Okay? It is not just talking about the increase in GDP. It would affect economic production, public institutions, education, healthcare, housing, urban planning, citizens, and according to Nyong'o, the list goes on and on. The argument is that transformation within one generation is possible because South Korea, Singapore, Taiwan, Malaysia, China, and Vietnam moved from widespread poverty and low industrial capacity to much higher levels of income and human development within several decades. All right? So, this is the issue that is happening right now. And Jared, what do you think about the Singapore Dream written by Professor Nyang Nyong'o? By the way, do you know Professor Nyang Nyong'o?
I know his kids. I don't know him personally. I know his kids.
You went to school with them?
No. I saw his daughter in a famous Kenyan movie. The daughter won an Oscar.
All right.
You know, the famous selfie with Ellen DeGeneres.
So you just know them the way we know them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know about Professor Nyang Nyong'o?
I know he's brilliant, for sure.
Brilliant about what?
It doesn't matter what you think. He's
No.
I think.
No, yes. No, I'm sorry I asked in a manner that suggests I don't agree. But I just want to know, honestly, what is he brilliant about?
Brilliance is not linear. Because I'm presuming you are looking at it. Maybe he can remember things faster.
Yes.
He can put together ideas faster than common human beings.
Okay.
Sometimes by virtue of attaining professorship, you display some brilliance that you can finish a task.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you can convince few people about ideas you have. You can run a county.
Yeah.
Yes. That's being brilliant.
You can run a county.
Yes.
Do you know the Nyong'o's performance in Kisumu?
Well, the challenge I have in rankings is because you want to rank someone genuinely.
Genuinely?
Yes.
Okay.
But you have competing narratives. One, because for someone to vie after another person, they have to tell us the worst of the incumbent. Yeah. So even if you want to assess him, it's quite difficult. But one of the floating narrative I've seen is Kisumu is a clean city. I haven't been there for quite some time. But the last time I was there, it was good to me. I know there's a challenge with the insecurity in Kisumu.
Yeah.
but insecurity also covers county and national.
Yes.
So it can't just be attributed to him. I know the county is expanding in terms of aquaculture and agriculture that people are subscribing to.
Yeah.
I know the red access is expanding. Yeah. There is a Kisumu oil jetty, right?
Yeah.
That was complete and is providing access. There is a way they are able to cross to Uganda. So, like I said, I don't know much about him to give him a rating.
Okay.
But from what I've heard, I've not heard things to suggest he's the worst of the bunch.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Kachola, this is your document. It is not coming from me. Can we fix that light behind that guy?
If you need a lawyer, I'm right here. I'm right here.
What did you say? What did you say? That's an incriminating statement. And I've always told you, Jagero, when you refer to Kenya, it's and the government say our. It is our document.
You know, sometimes you call your mother, but sometimes you just call her that woman. That's a fact of life, right? Yeah. Sometimes you just call your mother, or sometimes you just refer to your father as that man. You don't, because
if you are abandoned,
depending with the circumstances.
Exactly. So don't force me to call my mother my mother.
So you don't want to. Of course, you know she is your mother.
Of course.
Okay. So the document is my document. Okay, let me on the document.
Okay, please do on it.
So what's your question, Jack?
What is this document that a young Nyong'o thinks is the best thing of the sliced bread? What is he talking about here?
Well, you remember sometime last year, the president, and this thing began when Baba passed, and Anyang' Nyong'o confessed that Jacom had called him in his home at Karen, and told him, "I need a paper,
all right,
on nationalism." And Jagero, there's nothing as important as nationalism. Let me first give this thing a context. You see, states can fail. States can fall apart.
Yes.
But nationalism, nations don't. Nations never fall apart. Why? Because nations are formed or are founded based on commonalities, common language, common religion, common ethnicity. That is what a nation is.
Okay.
So there is no way, Jagero, if you are a Kamba, all Kambas, they have a commonality that brings them together.
Okay.
So that is why Jacom told Nyong'o to do a paper on nationalism and how we can do away with negative ethnicity. Not ethnicity, but negative ethnicity. So upon that, the president called Nyong'o and told Nyong'o.
The president, you mean the president William Ruto?
We only have one president.
Okay.
Yes. So when I say the president, I don't need to repeat myself.
All right.
So the
Nilot.
Yes.
Okay.
You are a Nilot brother.
Okay.
So the president called Nyong'o and asked Nyong'o, how do we move forward? There is something you are asked to work on. And here we have Vision 2030 coming to an end soon. In the next 3 years, it's expiring. How do we move forward? And the question he put to Nyong'o is, how are we moving forward? And Nyong'o had the biggest task of his life, as he confessed in State House the other day, during the launch of this report, that he had to go back to the university, because that is where brains are. So he went back to the university and assembled a team of thinkers across disciplines. So when he brought on board a team of thinkers, the first thing he asked them, how are we moving forward?
Okay.
So they went into research. If we have to have a vision that takes us for the next 30 years, that will coincide with African Vision 2063, the AU Vision 2063. What are we going to do? So they went into deep research. How are countries moving forward? How did the Asian tigers move from where they were to where they are today? How did China, for example, just in 50, 60 years, move so fast and pulled so many millions out of poverty?
Okay.
So that is the report. So the work beyond this, and the report is also proposing how they need to do this moving forward in terms of inclusivity and in cooperation with all sectors to ensure that they come up with a vision. Jagero, you remember the day we were here. I think the last 2 sessions we've had here. And this is something we've always talked about. We need a vision. And I think, if you ask me, I think the president should think about, or the Nyong'o team should think about extending this to 50 years so that we have a long term. It is possible to pull out a generation out of poverty within that time frame.
What is the time frame, what is the time frame that we're looking at?
According to what we are already going by is roughly 30 years, because they are speaking about Vision 2060, from 2030 to 2060. So we've had 30 years. Where are we? And in the next thing is they are going to give a comprehensive report of where have we reached with Vision 2030, or where are we likely to be by the close of 2029, when we are now getting into 2030. Yes.
But I don't know, Mr. Joachim, do you think that, because I think that if we are going towards 2050, then we must take stock of 2030, which is 3 years away. So I am not sure if you have what we should have achieved by 2030. I'm not sure what we have achieved by 2030. Do you know some of the things that we should have achieved by 2030?
The question I asked my friend Kachola about the Vision 2060 was for us to enumerate the goals we've met concerning Vision 2030. And we need to ask ourselves, what were we meant to achieve by 2030? Technologically, across all board. So for us, for us to start talking about having a paper that describes how we get to Vision 2060, I'm looking at what we set out to achieve for Vision 2030. Have we achieved half, quarter, or 3/4 of it?
Yeah.
So first of all, what does Vision 2030 talk about? Job creation, industrialization. It looks like exactly the paper that has been provided by Anyang' Nyong'o. And also Anyang' Nyong'o is part of the team that crafted Vision 2030.
Yeah.
So it's just a graduation of the same paper and elongation of the time frame to Vision 2060. But from us where we are today, I do not think we are at a position where we wanted to be when we were talking about Vision 2030 during Kibaki's administration. We are not really there, but because human beings are hopeful beings, we are still projecting that with life and a good health, in 2060 we will have achieved at least a good fraction of what we want to achieve. And my friend here has talked about how did the big countries that he's mentioned get to be how big they are. He's mentioned Japan, he's mentioned Singapore.
He's mentioned China.
And just a brief history of China. When somebody called Mao Zedong took over. Mao Zedong took over when China was going through, how do we call it, a cultural revolution, where he gave the Chinese people the freedom from those Ming dynasties. And they had their political liberty. But Mao Zedong left when poverty was around 80%. Then came the president called President Deng. President Deng said, I am not going to talk about democracy or our political freedoms. My job in this country is to give people the ultimate freedom, their economic well-being. He left when poverty rate was only at 4%. And from that premise, China has never gone back again. You talk of Singapore. Singapore has an advantage of a number of things. Good weather, I'm told it rains every day at 2. A strategic position, very deep ports. So they decided to provide economies of scale. Instead of Asia importing stuff from Europe, Singapore imports in bulk, so that Asian countries take their stuff from Singapore. So it's cheaper to import from Singapore than go to Germany. Then the European countries that need stuff from Asian countries, they get them from Singapore. So that is what how do we call it? The template they came up with.
Yeah.
Japan is highly industrialized. So when we talk about
fix the IDs on this camera. Okay.
When we talk about making Kenya equally industrialized, what are our impediments? What prevents Kenya from getting to such levels? In my thinking, we start from energy. We do not have enough power to industrialize ourselves. The second thing is human capital. The level of human capital needed to industrialize a country to the levels we want, we are not there yet, because we are still focused on the white-collar sector, and we have not really looked at the blue-collar sector. So say, for example, if a company like Samsung sets up a plant in Kenya, and it's a phone assembling plant, we will still find ourselves outsourcing even technicians in that plant. That's why there is need for us to improve our human capital. How do we train our people, make sure that on the conveyor belt of assembling that phone, what is your role on that conveyor belt? So that at the end of it all, the phone that is assembled is assembled in a manner that can be trusted by the person buying. But what we have today, there is a time where Canada wanted, carpenters? They wanted 10,000. But the quality of carpenters they wanted, they got 1,000 from across the country. So that tells you we are still lagging behind. In terms of energy, how much electricity do we produce? And how much electricity do we consume? We produce around 24,000 megawatts. And we consume around 36. So we still import. So when we want to industrialize ourselves, we have to also think of generating more power. More power means that the existing grid has to be upgraded because it's like 40 years old. It cannot support the amount of power we want to generate for us to industrialize ourselves. A country like South Africa, one smelting plant consumes 2,000 megawatts. That's almost same as what we produce as a country. And there was a time the president was talking about setting up a data center. You have to shut down almost half the country for you to run one data center. We do not have the power. That's the same question I was asking about Dangote's refinery plant in Lamu. I was asking, do we have enough power, or we are going to also get power from Ethiopia so that we can run a refinery plant? So there are so many things. So these papers, and I do not think there is anything that we have not actually written. We have enough papers to follow. We do not need any more paper. Yeah. I think when you look at the proposals I have read here, about some impediment to these sectors that need to be improved. These are things that we've talked about for a very long time. I think it's just about implementation of what we thought. We come up with very good papers, but they gather dust on the shelves.
Yeah. Well, I want to go back to Mr. Before I go to Mugendi. I am very disappointed by this paper because it's been written by Nyong'o specifically.
Why are you?
Because Nyong'o, with all these brains that is writing these papers, he has not done any of these things in Kisumu.
No, I have a problem.
This is a problem.
I have a problem.
This is the problem with these papers.
Let me tell you why I have a problem.
With what?
It's our problem, and this is my problem.
Yeah.
Just because you come up with a good paper,
yes,
it doesn't mean you are the one who is supposed to implement it. So maybe we are having. So
Nyong'o is coming up with beautiful papers.
That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Maybe we have wrong people playing in wrong roles.
Yes.
If you have a good brain and you come up with a very good paper. But when we tell you to now, you make it happen.
Yeah.
It becomes a problem. It means you should just stick there. When we want to develop some idea, we look for you.
Someone else is doing it.
But someone else has to do it.
Yeah. Not here. Because, for example, I'm talking about Nyong'o has written a beautiful paper. Yeah, looks like it is going to win an award. But as it stands,
that is his job. He has done writing for a very long time.
Let me.
Are you going to allow me to ask the question?
No, let me school you a bit.
Oh, you want to talk about Nyong'o?
Let me school you a bit.
About Nyong'o.
Let me just school you
about Nyong'o.
On what you don't know.
Yeah. Unataka nini? Unataka wacha utapewa. Okay.
So you know, today,
I hope you're going to be talking about Nyong'o.
Today we have what we call as universal health coverage, right?
Okay.
That was Nyong'o's idea. That was Nyong'o's paper while he was at the Ministry of Health. You remember that time? So that is
extremely laughable.
Universal health what?
Coverage.
That one has been everywhere around the world. Well, how did Nyong'o come up with it?
I think he has the Jagero has a serious issue with the problem.
But how can you claim to the world in 2026 that Nyong'o came up with universal health care?
Jagero, because you don't know.
Everywhere in the world.
Because you don't know. The fact that nuclear plant could be somewhere in Iran doesn't mean that you have a nuclear plant here. Someone has to sit, draw, and then present.
Okay.
So Nyong'o has been very instrumental in the socio-economic planning of this country. We must give him that. We must accord him that. But I want to respond to some of the things that some of the lies.
Why don't we stay with Nyong'o a little bit?
Okay, what do you want to know about?
Yeah, what has he planned? What has he planned? Apart from universal health care, what else has he planned? But I also would like you to tell me what Nyong'o has planned in Kisumu.
Okay, we are talking national, Jagero. Matters Kisumu.
The Bible says that if you cannot be trusted with small things, how can we be trusted with big ones?
At least we had dump site right in the
Careful,
city.
Careful, Jagero. We are about to talk about another topic, and that might be used against you.
Jagero, during other regimes.
Do you think I'm too hard on you?
Careful.
No. Okay. Just give me a moment.
So, a dump site.
Just wait. And I don't. You know, I've always told you that as an incoming senator, there is always order in their house. You don't just speak. Please learn some of these things along the way. It will be very helpful to you.
Can you shut up, Joachim?
This is going to be another Senate hearing.
Don't derail my thought process.
Okay. Right, go ahead.
We all know what Kisumu was before Nyong'o. We all know what Kisumu is today. Kisumu has transformed from the visuals. You can feel, you can see the shanties that were within CBD. I know you had a teen there, and that's why you are very bitter that Nyong'o got rid of those teens, the shanties within CBD. And the town looks neat, the city looks smart, admirable. Actually, it's one of the cities that in the next rating, the global rating of cities, you could find Kisumu at top 100 globally because of what Nyong'o has done.
Okay.
And that alone attracts investment. There's nothing as powerful as laying a foundation that attracts investment.
Okay.
There is something he talked about which I want just to correct him.
Okay.
When we talk about a vision, we are not talking about just a paper. We are talking about a people's aspiration, a people's desire. And when he says Vision 2030, we've not achieved anything,
okay,
it is laughable. What were the pillars that guided the Vision 2030? Vision 2030 was guided by 3 major pillars.
Okay.
The social, the economic, and political.
Yes.
If you look at the social, health, education, just those two. Before Vision 2030, we did not have free primary education. We did not have subsidized secondary education. We did not have university remodeled system of funding that the president just told us the other day. Yes. We did not have this. Today, looking back into the times, you realize Kenya has made huge steps as far as health is concerned, where we only had nearly 9 million people registered in the National Health Insurance. Today we have over 30 million.
So that is Vision 2030.
That is Vision 2030. Politically, we got Constitution 2010.
Under the Vision 2030.
Yes, Constitution 2010. We got the devolved system, where we have governors. Today, Jagero, you can become a governor. You only need to go and convince people of Kisumu.
That's what he wants.
That Anyang' Nyong'o has not worked, so you want to work better than him.
Okay.
It has created opportunity for even people who never thought there would be people in this country. Today, we have young leaders across, and we have works at the county level. We can perform surgery, heart surgery in this country, within the remote parts of the country.
Okay.
That is Vision 2030. So just by going by that alone.
You have not mentioned the metrics of the economic.
Just a moment. I know, Sifuna, you count money. That is your work.
Hey, we are very big with it.
So just hold your horses.
Okay.
You look at the judiciary independence. Before 2030, before Vision 2030 was in place, we didn't have what we call now the Supreme Court. The kind of independence that the judiciary has today was not there.
Yeah.
So we can say that we've seen great things happen with the Vision 2030.
Yeah.
So we want to advance. How do we advance? By advancing, we must take stock. And if you listen, I took 2 hours 48 minutes listening to the good professors from the University of Nairobi, my alma mater anyway.
Yeah, they were talking about...
They were talking, presenting this report and showing Kenya where some loopholes are, why we haven't, why we might not be where we want to be if these loopholes are not what? Are not sealed. And Jakiru, there's nothing as beautiful.
And what were the loopholes?
You know, I even took I took my own money, resources, to send you the document. Please, I want you to read because
you used Jagero's wife.
No. I even used my own resources to send you the document.
No, you just sent me now.
And
you've just said you spent 2 hours. And you've just sent me the document now.
Yes.
And you like schooling people. We have 500 people watching. You can take the opportunity to school us.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
I want to just take a bit of, not the pros, but I want to take a bit of the cons in this. Loopholes.
Yeah.
The public service sector, this paper found out that public service sector is not what it used to be in the 70s, where many countries in the world would come and benchmark with Kenyan public service.
Okay.
They've realized that the recruitment into public service for the last like 30 years has gone to the lowest, has been bad, has been marred by tribalism, by clanism, nepotism, and therefore some of the people we have within public service are not to the standard that is required. And I think that corroborates clearly what the president said the other day, that there are people in government working for this government with fake papers. That is one thing.
That is what the president said.
But when did he realize that?
At least he has been there for 4 years.
But
the report is telling us for the last 30 years, Kenya has had this challenge. And it is one challenge that the government must find a way, not just the government, but we the people must find a way of dealing with
ghost workers in government.
Not just ghost workers, people with even questionable credentials.
So
Ruto is saying that.
When did Ruto know?
The report is saying. But the other day, if we remember, many days ago, not so many, the president acknowledged that there are people in government, because I think he was already speaking to the tidbits of this report, that there are people in government that do not have requisite qualification. And that should not surprise you, Jagero.
Why was he saying that statement?
So as a president?
No. Why was he saying that statement?
Jagero, is it not common knowledge that in Kenya we've been having ethnic kind of recruitment into public
Ruto,
service?
His Excellency the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Nilot has been ruling this country for 4 years, and he's saying at the tail end of his rule that he has got ghost workers in his own government.
At
so
least,
that we do
just listen. Is the leader of listen,
Commander-in-Chief of all armed forces.
Yes. Jagera, I want you to listen and always be a good listener.
No. Can we interject?
No, just allow me to finish. Because it is in this very reign of President Ruto that over 236 fake people with fake papers from universities across Kenya were fired.
200?
Over 200.
And we do not know.
You can check.
And now we do not have them.
But
university
can I ask you a question?
Yes.
And please answer. So why are they fired and why are they not in prison? Because it's a fraud. So why have they been only fired?
Whose work is it to take people to prison?
But also,
I'm asking you, Jagero.
Yes.
Whose work
is the police?
It is the police.
Yes.
Who take people to prison? Whose work is it to convict? So is it the executive's work?
So they stand aside and watch because it's not their job?
No, I'm asking Jagero. Is it the executive's job to jail people?
No.
It is not. Therefore, everyone, remember we have functions. Every sector
has its functions. Do we know if they were reported to the police?
Jagero, there is office of the DPP. When did you visit that office last?
You're deflecting. And this frustrates me because the last can I tell you, Kachola, calm down.
Go ahead.
And do you know, and I want to ask our tip-top lawyer over there about this issue, because the other day Joachim said something that has really gone viral. Actually, the president said some times back that there is a murderer in town. Okay? And a rapist in town. And then Murkomen comes out and says...
You're digressing.
No, I'm not digressing.
It's a very live example.
I am not...
You're digressing.
I am not digressing. Kachola, let me finish.
Let us come back to the conversation.
Let me finish. Please, Kachola. When the issue of goons crop up in the country, the CS of Interior, Murkomen, comes out and tells us that Gachagua has goons. It sounds to me that this government is crying just like the rest of us. Ruto is crying that there are fake people working for him in his own government. He has been here for 4 years. He has not audited anything. But people...
Jagero, why are you saying so? While I've just told you, universities, including TUK, fired people who were found to be, and after I gave that order.
In what levels?
But you're saying there are new people in the university. But you're saying there are new people currently working for the government.
Jagero, how many people work for government?
I don't know.
This government has over 800,000 employees.
But how long does it take you to audit 800,000?
800,000
as a government.
employees.
How long does it take you?
For it to get to the president's attention,
yes,
that we actually have people who are not qualified to be in those positions. He must have had a hint of so and so, this sector and that.
Yes.
What are the steps being done?
Thank you.
And when we talk about roles assigned to different people, and we say that it's not the president's job to arrest and charge people.
Yes.
But it is the president's job to appoint somebody competent enough to be able to do the job of arresting and charging. He's an appointing authority.
How many people are appointed by the president directly? And does the president wake up to appoint Jagero to be government spokesperson?
That is a fair question. That's a fair question.
So let me land. Jagero, you can't just interject.
I'm going to, because this gentleman has been waiting on the wings.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you a question before. Do you think it is wisdom for a president of the Republic of Kenya coming out in front of the national and international press to tell us that he has got ghost workers in his own government? Where is the wisdom in that?
Jagero, distinguish clearly ghost workers and unqualified.
So what is the difference?
No, those are two distinct.
Okay.
But now, let's say they do not have qualifications.
Yes.
Hold.
Then what is he doing about it?
Hold. And I told you, Jackie, just learn to be at least respectful. You will go to the Senate. This is not how I expect you to be.
Okay. Go. So learn so that I give my learned friend.
Is it okay for the president to speak truth to the country?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And when Joachim says that, you know, the president matter this, you know, when it reaches you that there are ghost workers, you must be knowing, or there are people with fake papers, you must be knowing so and so, so and so, so and so. The president is not an employee. Is not an employer. No. In fact, everyone who the president appoints he nominates, must go through what?
Vetting.
Let's
assume it's already done.
No, just wait. You won't cut me short on this.
I don't want to cut you short.
I want to school you.
I don't want to cut you short.
I'm
adequately schooled. I don't need your schooling.
Okay. Just listen.
Okay.
Maybe in finances.
Yes. Yes, go ahead, Ambassador.
Yes. So, he is not a direct employer. Actually, everything he gets passes through who? The Public Service Commission that employs. So it is not his problem if there is someone who works for the government in Todonyang or in Bumala.
Yes.
Did the president appoint that person? But if the report shows that there are these people, the report doesn't come with the names that Jagero, Joachim are having fake papers. The report will come that at least political headache, as they are sitting now, there are two people with fake papers.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can audit political headache.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming that as a president, and it has come to your attention that we have a very big problem of people not being qualified in their various positions. The president has people to summon so that they explain to him, what is it that I'm hearing?
Yeah.
People who brief the president. Then it cascades down to every level of responsibility. Then by so doing, you can fish out all the people in every department with fake papers.
Yeah.
But I said here the other day, and I want to say it again, that the president is not a leader of a civil society where he comes and complains about everything every day. It's him to say, this has been the problem and this is how we are solving it. Or this is the problem and we have solved it this way.
Yes.
So you don't come and tell us that you see, we have this problem.
I want to go to Wakili, and I want to remind Mr. Kachola that the president can actually send word and 15,000 chiefs will be in the State House tomorrow in the morning. That's how swift the government is. All right? The government can send a direction that I want each and every person to give us the people that have fake paper, that they will
But
be
you know,
there.
you can't fire a single chief without going through due process.
What a due process?
Okay, I want to go to the man with the knowledge in law. What is going on with your government? I mean, why?
Jagero, you must learn to say our government.
Whose government?
What? Can you take me through law? What exactly is happening here? That every other day, government officials are coming out and complaining, like Uduri Jagero, that something
Please
is
refer
not
to
right.
the report. Refer to the report. Thank you.
Yes. I'm going to go to the report, by the way.
My concern is we are asking the wrong question.
Okay.
And insisting on the wrong answers.
Okay.
Or fishing for the wrong answer.
Okay. Fishing.
You cannot say you believe in this constitution when you have Article 25 that talks about due process.
Okay.
It's non-derogable. It's as simple as that. It's that fair hearing thing. You cannot escape this way.
Thank you.
What I'm hearing you say, he can't announce tomorrow. He can just come and pull you out. That is not this country.
Okay.
Maybe there is a country that works like that.
All right.
Not this one. If you remember, there was an investigation done by the DCI, right?
Okay.
Which they uncovered about 17,000 ghost workers. And a report was presented to the cabinet secretary in charge of public service. Yes. Okay?
Can you shut up?
Whatever the views you have of him, I don't care. Now we're talking about the constitution.
All right. I agree with you totally.
Yes. So, once you suspect someone has a crime.
Okay.
Because what most of you here are pretending not to admit is that in Kenya, nobody likes to go to court or to go to jail. If I accuse him of something, tomorrow he will go find a lawyer who's not me, because I'll probably overbill him. And then he will go get something called interim orders, right? To prevent him from being prosecuted. That is what we all do.
So,
okay? We are beneficiaries of the same law that we want to use to charge and fight for justice. Okay? So, the justice that we have adopted in employment matters is due process. You investigate, give a fair hearing, then you begin immediate steps. One of the steps which I have seen, and which is a worldwide accepted concept, is you need to have a unified human resource system. Most state departments have different human resource systems. Now there's going to be one. I think the month it should be before August, because there's supposed to be also a pay increase soon. So, in fact, most of those workers who will not have verified their fingerprints, their biometrics, are probably not going to enjoy that salary increase. It's going to be conditional. Okay? That particular process goes beyond a president. That particular process is protected in law. Why? Because you are innocent till proven guilty. Even if today I know you stole money and I know you have it there, you can go to court and you're asked, how do you plead, Joachim? You will say?
Innocent.
Innocent, not guilty.
Not guilty.
That is the law we all agreed some time back. It is called the social contract. It is uncomfortable because at this moment of convenience, we want immediate results. But we have this thing called social contract and constitution, which we all have to abide by.
Okay.
Because it is the highest ideal which we all agreed in 2010.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Okay, please do.
So how did the government, the president know that there are people with fake papers in his government?
Again, asking the wrong question. You are putting the president where he doesn't belong.
But he's the one who said
the president, just a moment, just a moment. Don't worry, I'm not afraid of the question. The president gets a report. Okay? Gets a report. There is a cabinet secretary in charge of public service, What you should be asking me, if you believe in the Constitution, is did the cabinet secretary in charge of public service do his job?
I am just not.
Obviously,
I'm just not
No,
clear.
no, no. You are conflating.
I am just not
And
clear.
I can see.
am just not clear.
I can see
And
the
let me-
window.
and let me ask you.
And that is why I will not. You will not conflate
Let me
it.
ask you. Let me ask you.
Ask me.
Okay. So what is the report? Of what is the report that we are talking about of ghost workers?
It's okay.
Because I am thinking, if you are making a report, then you have done investigation, correct? Because a report comes from an investigation.
Yes.
You've gone to the school. You are investigating teachers that are molesting girls
yes.
in a school,
Yes.
correct? And you go and talk to students, and they are telling you so and so is touching us in a different way. So and so is doing this. So when you give the report, you have done investigation. So what is in the report?
The report says
Okay.
simple. Let's simplify it so that we don't conflate.
Okay.
And put the. I know you like putting the president where he doesn't belong, but
no,
it's okay.
No, you are
Where is that
conflicted.
that
Your
it
words.
doesn't belong?
Yes,
So-
he's the one who said those words. So I'm wondering why you want me to take him out of it.
Yeah, everybody can say something.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The DCI investigated
Okay.
and came up. I think it should be 2-3 months ago. That's when they published a report. You can just check with me. The number that they gave was 17,000. Okay,
So these are people, individuals
individuals.
with names.
I don't know if
Right.
it's with names.
Because if it is
there are
17,000.
17. Let's give the numeric value. The qualification, we can go into details. Okay.
Now this is
And
how
give them
lawyers
people.
jump questions. No. How do you come and
Wait a
say,
minute.
For example, I don't
Okay,
know.
fine. There are people.
Just no.
Let just
You have come and told me.
Kachola,
we have
you are
17,000.
muzzling us.
Ngoja.
It's okay.
You have come and told us.
It's okay.
From this report,
Yeah.
we have approximately 17,000 people
Yes.
with fake academic papers. So the question is, how did you arrive at 17,000? So when you arrive at 2 people from political headache have fake academic papers, then are you telling me that you don't know who?
You see, right there is why I'm saying you are also being disingenuous in the way you're asking your question.
Okay.
The issue is you asked me about a number. I told you the classification of that number is a detail in the report. And we were going step by step. There is no fear here of answering. What I don't know, I don't know. What I know, I will tell you clearly. The issue is we have 17,000 people who have been found out by DCI to be ghost workers.
Okay.
A report is presented to the Cabinet Secretary, Roko, who issues an ultimatum, right? That there is going to be a unified human resource system as an immediate measure to start rectifying this problem. Remember what we agreed before. In this country, you have innocent till proven guilty. It has been confirmed in courts from here to England. You can't escape away from it. So you can't just wake up and pull someone out of the office. But it doesn't work like
so
that.
So the
But what
correct
informed-
statement that they are suspected.
This is DCI
No.
investigating.
Excuse,
So
wait
what
a minute.
informed them to come to a conclusion?
Joachim,
No,
the
that
lawyer-
this one has fake academic
Joachim,
papers.
Okay.
The lawyer is
still
talking.
explaining.
Yes.
The lawyer is, yes, you give him
I'm
time.
still finishing.
Understanding.
Yeah. Of
Yeah.
course, you are not
But you're not a
understanding.
lawyer.
Yes.
We don't expect you to
So,
understand.
remember,
I understand.
remember, I can speak to you after the show. There's someone listening, connecting my dots. So
Yes.
let them hear
Thank you.
properly. For you, I can deal with you later because you have admitted your understanding.
No, you see.
So,
Let him finish. But
So-
can you be fair in the things you're saying to
I am
another
already,
panelist?
I'm already in number 3.
Let me take some.
You know, you know, there are things you can only say to someone who's your friend, right? You cannot say Joachim is my friend, so we can banter like that. It's pure banter. So investigation has been done. One of the steps is
Okay.
a unified human resource system.
Okay.
Another step is we are going to verify each and every one of you step by step.
Okay.
Okay? First of all, it's not going to be a cheap process because in this country, you touch money
Another
that was
budget.
not meant for something, everybody's gonna go to court and start issuing orders. There's an injunction, the whole thing has collapsed. So tell everybody, we want to verify first of all your biometrics, your bank accounts, because one of the issues which I seem to recall is one person you have a bank account, Joachim,
Yes.
but even your children are on it. So you are getting paid 5 times
On that bank account.
on that same bank account.
So
Okay.
when I work here at Political
That
Headache,
is why I said we go step by step so that we once we dig deeper into the report, because I don't have it off head, but I can tell you for sure one of the issues was that I can tell you as clear as day. One bank account has like 5 beneficiaries.
so
That is
money
wrong.
goes to 5 people.
No,
during
money goes to
payday.
one bank account.
Uh-huh.
You know, in an investigation, facts are important and they are keen. So once you do that and you find out that there are a certain number of people who do not meet these requirements, they are not in the register, they have not conformed to the biometrics and all the verification process that you have put, that's where you start indictments.
Okay.
So that
You
is-
do not start indictments
That's
before.
ghost workers or people with fake academic papers? Because biometrics with academics.
We started
Okay.
with ghost workers.
Okay.
Right? We said clearly, for us to know who is ghost means you are not supposed to be there in the first place.
I know.
Right?
I know that.
Yes.
So biometrics can actually weed them out. I know.
Biometrics is to verify, first of all, you are a real individual.
Yes.
What is your age? Because one of the complaints in the report that some people are even putting their children.
Okay.
Okay? So what is your age? It's a starting process.
I know.
Yes. So once you reach at that point, that's when you can begin indictments. Among these people who do not meet any of this qualification, what was the JD for this role?
Okay.
Okay? That's when you initiate something called a disciplinary process. Okay?
Jagero, now you
Like the magistrate, let me make it easier for him. Yesterday,
Yes.
when we were boycotting, no, yes, Tuesday.
You finished
We were
boycotting. I saw Kanjama
It
very-
was one day.
very angry.
So when we were boycotting, a magistrate was caught receiving a bribe. What?
A judge was receiving a bribe.
Yes, that same day,
a magistrate,
a magistrate.
not a judge.
Yeah, 170,000. Actually, lower than his salary. It's pathetic. But that magistrate, however much he was caught red-handed, still deserves due process. He will have to be presented with the papers that charge his conduct. He can be represented by counsel, and he should be represented by counsel. He should be given reasonable time to defend himself. Okay? That is what you are looking at.
Okay.
So the moment you dismiss that and start throwing words at the executive,
So,
cabinet
for
secretary,
the-
throwing
for the
here,
past-
you confuse your
No,
audience.
for the past 4 years,
Yes.
this has been an impediment to this whole problem. Due process, indictment.
Due process has
weeding
been there
them
even
out.
before 2010.
But
Yeah.
we are talking about the 4 years of this administration.
Oh yeah, it's the consequence of our constitution.
So our constitution's
Yeah.
loophole
They're hiding behind it. Joachim.
is
Not
what
hiding.
has derailed the process.
Due process is a principle of natural
Documentation.
justice.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I'm just asking.
Yes, ask.
That we are in this problem today because of those things.
Yes.
That you cannot just indict someone.
Correct.
And it has taken us 4 years to actually
Not
achieve
4
it.
years. It
No.
has taken us since time.
No, we are talking
from
about this
2010.
administration.
I've understood
2010.
you. Let's clean up the narrative. The narrative is there are people who have taken advantage of that beautiful constitutional principle. It is meant to protect you that you cannot just be accused of a crime and be declared guilty.
So these
So
people,
someone has taken advantage of that.
I want to understand better.
Yes.
And for the sake of 700 people watching.
Yes.
who are now understanding.
Come on.
You see? Kachola.
Kachola is in a hurry. I don't know why.
Yeah, you know, Kachola knows that there are some gaps I'm witnessing. And I want to weed them out. But he's trying to stop me. So, you've been sent as a DCI to investigate people with fake academic papers and bring a report. So you've brought a report and said this number, let's say 2,000 people, do not have requisite academic papers to qualify them to be in these jobs. So you've brought this report. These are 2,000. Maybe you have also listed state departments where you say 500 in this public service, 2,000 in police, and so forth. But somehow, you don't know who that person is, and still we have to take them through due process. So what does the investigation entail? For me to investigate and come to a conclusion that Kachola is a lecturer with a diploma from veterinary somewhere.
Like I said,
so
Joaquin, remember, when you conduct an investigation, you need to have specific goals and objectives in mind. For this particular one, it began with an internal audit of the public service.
Okay.
Yes. Which was presented to the DCI. All right.
So the audit was done.
The audit was done.
And the report
by
was
the
submitted.
requisite ministry. The report was taken to the people.
We are taking. He's not complaining. Nachochea to conversation.
He's not complaining.
Remember, we said there are people watching. We need to go step by step.
Yeah, that's what I want us to go.
Yes. Once the audit was done, it was presented to the DCI. This is a problem we have. Our audit is showing there is a problem in our work service. When you investigate, that's when you set your objectives. We need to find out who exactly is not qualified, who exactly among these people is not supposed to be on the payroll, who among these people does not have academic records, and the list goes on and on.
So
and
you
on.
have the metrics of a particular set that in this job, this is the job description, these are the qualifications. So for you to be here, these are the things you need.
Yes.
And you've identified that person X and person Y do not fit to be here because their qualifications are not enough for them to be here. All right? So that is the report that you submit.
The report, I think I'm understanding where I'm losing you.
Yes.
When you do your audit, you have a criteria. This is what I employed in the public service.
So give us an example of a criteria.
Let's say, for instance, here, you have a camera person, you have a video person, then you have Jagero, our good host, and the Honorable Kachola here. So you go and say, when I employed Jagero, the requirement was he needs to have a master's in communication.
Yes.
You know, you flag.
Yes.
When you take that audit, remember, an audit does not say he has a problem. It flags issues.
About him.
Sindio? It
about
flags
the position.
Gaps.
About
issues about him.
The position, but not the whole.
You can go and explain later and say, these things that you flagged, here is my evidence.
Okay.
Yes. That is why you go to the next layer. The DCI comes in to do a much thorough sweep. That is why you go to get your what? Good conduct. Because they have a history about you.
Yes.
They will go do a much deeper job than the State Department. Right? Who exactly is this person? And those things you have flagged, to what degree have they committed these errors? All right? That's when I said, when you do that, the immediate thing for the public service is not the firing actually. What they did in this particular instance is they, number one, said we are going to have one universal human resource system. Let's start there. Second thing, we are going to verify who these people are. because the audit is noticing there are people in one bank account, like I said earlier, and so on and so forth.
So the DCI cannot really tell us.
I'm really wondering what Joachim is not understanding.
Yes.
After all that,
some that I'm also not understanding.
After all that,
but for the sake of time,
how don't you understand?
No. I don't want to go back to it.
Just give me 30 seconds.
Yes,
30 seconds, Jageru.
is fine.
30 seconds, Jageru. Okay. Then once you do all that, you have something called interdictions.
Okay.
That starts to begin.
Okay.
An interdiction is, this is an audit, this is an investigation
Yeah,
report.
sure, course.
We are going to provide you so that we can start the disciplinary process. If you are found to be wanting, you're going to be kicked out. But there are measures that can be implemented immediately. Like a salary can be stopped. If you have 4 bank accounts, surely.
Yes.
We cannot continue to pay you. Okay? So I want to understand that due process is a journey.
Yes.
If you skip,
thank you
have
very
problems.
much. I mean,
We need another session.
yes, for sure. Because you know, this Pandora's box was opened by you. This Pandora's box was opened by you.
And I'm glad that at least we brought forth the report by Professor Nyang' Nyong'o's team and even quoted what the president had said. At least now Joachim and his ilk can now have a better understanding of what. Yes.
Okay.
At least that we are not a banana republic.
We actually interjected. Do you want to go on?
Sure.
Okay. Go on.
He will not finish.
No. I'm going in 1 minute. Finish.
Now, we are not a banana republic.
Okay.
You understand what I mean by banana republic?
Yes.
A republic with bananas.
He's almost, by the way, he's almost right.
Uganda is a banana republic.
No. He's almost right, because just a bit of context. In the year 1904, Oliver Henry was the first person to write about something called Banana Republic. That is the first time people met Banana Republic in his fictional writing of Ancharia, which was definitely Honduras, a story for another day. So we are not a banana republic. We have to abide by some of the provision. What Vision 2030 provided for us is this. And that is why we are now you remember when Jacob said, we need to think about this constitution amendment. How has it served us? Is it really serving us well? Do we need to go the way I was suggesting here the other day, that Oburu also suggested, that we need to have a democracy with Chinese characteristics or not?
With dictatorship. Why don't you just say the one?
Chinese characteristics.
No,
that's what Oburu meant.
That's not what he said.
No.
He said some.
The problem with you is you keep on opening a can of worms and you don't want us the birds to pick.
Yes.
So at least Vision 2030 has brought us to where we are. We've seen the benefits. Now we are speaking into Vision 2060. We are speaking into a vision that almost is intertwining with AU's vision, the African Union Vision 2063. Therefore, how are we going to get there? In one of the most important things is what we've discussed, the public service sector. It must be better. Then another sector that they must heavily look into is education. And I'm glad you talked about technicalities in education, having people with the skills. Today, there are tertiary colleges like the polytechnics. If you go to Thika, for example, Thika Polytechnic, it is in partnership with German institutions that enables it to bring up students with the qualification. Where do they do their internship? Some of them do their internship where? In Germany. If you go to Mount Kenya University, for example, some of their students, medical engineer students, do their internship where? Abroad. Why? These are efforts by the government
to equip them with skills,
ensure that our country is equipped towards Vision 2060. When we talk about infrastructure, I know other people call them shiny things, but you cannot move if you have no correct and sufficient adequate infrastructure. That is why investing in infrastructure has already been mentioned in the report of Professor Nyang' Nyong'o and his colleagues, that we need to go this direction, and we are going that direction. In the Vision 2030, we had the water and housing. which so far we've made some steps. But now Vision 2060 is speaking about just housing. And that housing is what we are seeing now being implemented in this regime towards that direction.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think that with this report, Anyang' Nyong'o is
people are so academic.
But yes, but that's Anyang' Nyong'o. So let's go back. Let's go back to the 2030.
Yes.
Because I think it informs a lot as far as the 2060, 2000 is concerned. Right? We were supposed to have sustained a 10% economic growth. Kenya's annual GDP growth has largely fluctuated between 4 to 6%.
We've never hit 10.
It means that the Vision 2030 has not been accomplished on that pillar. Manufacturing and industrialization, right? The sector stagnated, failing to hit its target share of GDP. And this is as a result of sluggish industrial growth that has left the country with pervasive youth unemployment. Okay, that is the report on universal healthcare coverage. Full implementation stalled due to persistent health worker shortages, funding deficits, bureaucratic bottlenecks, and unequal resource distribution. Okay, debt sustainability. All right, this is a big one for this government. Instead of funding projects primarily through internally generated revenue, and private sector partnerships as planned, there is reliance on heavy external debt, which has created a fiscal strain.
As you mentioned that, remember the infrastructure fund, and then I want you to remember the sovereign wealth.
Fair enough. Yes. But there is also eradication of corruption. Uhuru complained about 2 billion being lost. Uhuru is another one. I think this government is picking a lot from Uhuru, complaining to us instead of fixing it, because we go.
No, Jagiro. No, you get it all wrong.
Uhuru was right to complain. Okay, let this guy say something before you come in, because I'm afraid you are going to torpedo this conversation. What is it? What Uhuru said?
He came out and said at least 2 billion is being lost daily. Haya, wakati ya NYS akasema hii mnataka mimi nifanye nini? Unaona, like his hands are tied, and he is providing a precursor for this administration. They are actually doing the same. How? So when you come here and you tell us as a president that we have a problem of security, okay, so what? That's what I have a problem with. You should be able to say this problem is going to be solved this way. The things he's reading there about stalled projects in manufacturing and what have you, there are things that are glaringly out there. And we know why they stalled. But we still need a paper from Nyong'o to know what to do next time. And when we will be sitting down, I will not be there by that time. I will not be sitting down that time.
Because what Nyong'o has written, Nyong'o and his ilk, I hear the word ilk from you. Nyong'o and his ilk has written a 56-page document.
Yes.
This other one, 2030, is a crisp 32-page document.
What Nyong'o has written is a report of their first sitting, as they were researching.
And he has just read the report.
Wait, I know he has not.
It is there. Bwana, wewe wacha ukora. Tafadhali. Wewe uko na ukora mingi sana.
It has cost me resources. It has cost me resources to share with you this document.
So please
take time.
2 MBs.
So take time to familiarize yourself with that report.
What exactly is your problem with a vision? Let me, because I'm struggling to understand.
Yeah.
You have sincere bile. I think you're frustrated as a Kenyan. Maybe you have high hopes for this country which have not been met.
Okay.
I think you probably want to run for office and you want a better country.
Okay.
Right? Those are fair suggestions.
The latter is not true.
I'm also trying to understand what exactly is your war with a vision.
My problem is, can I tell you my problem so that you understand it?
Yes.
We have a document which is 32 pages long that is a roadmap to where we want to go. Initially, this roadmap was taking us to 2030, which was a hard stop. And then we figured it out after that. And when you look at the report and everything else that has been written by different organizations, including Strathmore University, which is actually 4 kilometers from State House, okay? We are rushing into getting a report. But we know what is going on and what we have not achieved.
I will not allow you mislead Kenyans.
Okay.
Yes, it is wrong.
You see now.
But this was the guy that I was talking to. Let him answer.
That is where you are landing. Because
for example,
you're still not telling me why you have a problem with the vision.
Can I say
we
something?
have not reached this one. What is this report for?
But we are not yet in 2030.
Hello, can I say something?
Just a minute.
No.
Just a minute.
Let me say something.
I like that I made you pause.
No. Can I say something? Jagero,
Yeah.
We can't sit here and then allow a few individuals to mislead the nation. It is wrong. We can't allow it.
Okay. Can I say something before you go on? I believe that I want to understand what is going on.
I want to make you
so
understand.
So make me understand.
Now.
And draw parallels between these two documents for me.
Thank you.
Okay.
First, Vision 2030 was a roadmap to 2030, a vision, aspiration, a people's desire to 2030, how they wanted their country to look like by 2030. That is the 30+ page document. Okay. Then we have a report because we are now nearing 2030. Do we have to wait till 2030 then we begin thinking of a vision? Jagero, the other time we were here with you, you stated clearly that are we waiting till 2030 then we have another vision? I remind you of your own words.
Let me ask you again.
Wait a minute.
No, I just want to ask a question. How much percent have we done of the Vision 2030?
And mislead.
Is it half?
We can't sit here and mislead people.
Less than a half.
I want you to listen and listen good.
Okay, go ahead.
I will not repeat myself on this. I did not want to. But now you are forcing me to. Because I told you initially that Vision 2030 birthed the various things I enumerated.
So I understand. I understand.
You are a senator and you must behave like one.
No, you are not going to guilt trip me with that.
No. You are a senator and you must behave like one.
Let me tell you something.
Can you interject? Can you interject?
He's interjecting too much.
No. Interject once, but also pass through the chair. Yeah.
Share with your permission.
Can I interject? Interject. Just once.
Share with your permission.
Okay.
we have the reason why I have a problem with this report.
Okay.
Is that it's not the first report we are getting about our affairs as Kenyans. We have had quite a number of reports.
That is wrong. It is the first report that wants to lead us towards 2060. We have never had any. So if that is your interjection, you are already flat-foot wrong.
You have chosen.
So just listen.
You have chosen not to understand what I'm saying.
So just listen, because you are
I am saying
give him time to understand.
It's just one of the reports that we've had as a country. That this is a report about Vision 2030. We've had other reports about other things. And the reason why implementation of the other reports stalled, this one is also a candidate of the same. When he has enumerated things that have stalled, and you mentioned the loopholes here, public service sector has a loophole, recruitment flaws, manufacturing stagnation. The same people who have been at the helm of leadership when these things happened are the same that we've sent to write a report about how we move to 2060. My issue is we are most likely to have another report approaching 2060 with a measly 10% performance. And we will have another report telling us Vision 2090.
Are you done?
No, I am not. So the issue I have
interjection shouldn't be
is
long,
this.
Please.
Can we implement the things that we are saying? About these sectors, let's say, for example, agriculture sector. What is the problem about it? How has it stagnated? Is it about allocation of finances to implement what we have set out? Or the finances that were allocated to the sector were taken to other areas? What is the report saying about improving on where we have.
You're asking me what the report is saying, and you have the report. I even shared with you, graciously shared with you the report. You're asking
I
me what
do not have the report. I do not.
Jagero.
Then you shouldn't discuss it.
Then you shouldn't.
Yes.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking. It is your document.
You cannot ask out of ignorance.
Because I have put the two documents on AI and asked the question. Compare these two documents.
You're comparing an apple and an orange.
You can always compare.
How is it an apple and an orange?
But now listen to what it says. The comparison is clear. The new document, which is the report written by Anyang, is best understood as Vision 2030, corrected and extended. Not a wholly different philosophy. Most of the sector priorities already existed in 2007.
Jagero, you are using AI.
The real changes are the higher destination, stronger emphasis on production, and export. It is the same thing.
It's the same thing. Jagero, it is just a loop. We are going round.
Okay, then the question is simple. So what? So what?
That's the question I'm asking.
So what if it's the same?
Why do we have here?
Jagero, on a very serious note, I'm getting impatient because you and Joachim are not good listeners.
Okay.
You and Joachim are very intentional about not listening.
No, you can't listen to things you've heard before and they didn't.
So can I?
Okay.
Can I execute
for the benefit of fairness, and in as far as whether I am not understanding or not, I want to hear what people are saying on the chat. Are they understanding what this is about?
Jagero,
they have their own town hall.
Now, no, just wait.
But then
no,
I will allow you to go
just
on.
give
Go
me.
on.
Yes,
go on and learn so that we go to the Sifuna issue.
Yes.
Jagero,
it is, by the way, it is intellectual abuse to pick a report that speaks to the vision and do a comparison with a vision document.
Yes.
By the way, it is.
So what are you saying?
Just listen. It is the biggest intellectual abuse to do so, and worst of all, to put it in a ChatGPT AI and ask it basic question, and it gives you a wrong comparison because it only picks the writings there. Now, Jagero, I have said this over and over again that even before the Anyang report came, I insisted in this very platform that as a nation,
we need another report.
We need to sit
another vision.
and have a vision that steers us beyond 2030. It is so painful that even those who have not read the report, at least I had the opportunity to read this report. But those who have not read it, asking questions, what does the report say? I have done what I can. As a good citizen, I have shared the report. Please, Jagero, on your various platforms, share the report with Kenyans so that you and other Kenyans can get a better understanding. Besides that,
in finishing,
yes, you and Joachim took a lot of time bickering over nothing.
Today I have not spoken.
Yes, it is you and your fellow government law that have been honking the mics the whole time. We have hardly spoken.
Now, Jagero, if you look at just a minute.
Let him go on. I mean, this thing is so important to Kachola.
You talked about debt. You talked about inability to fund our own infrastructure, inability to have our own sovereign wealth, and all these things. If you dare to care as a good citizen, we have the infrastructure fund.
So how is it a solution? How is it a solution to this thing?
Now, it's a solution in this sense. And you and your party, you go big on finances. And I want you to go and study what it means to have an infrastructure fund. Many countries, the Asian tigers, the Chinese, why are they not borrowing to do infrastructure? Because they have this kind of funding system model. We have the sovereign wealth. What does it do to a country? That is what you need to understand. And you see, that was birthed by Vision 2030, and nobody dared for over close to just a minute.
I'm not against
30
that.
years.
I'm not
nobody
against
dared
that.
to do what?
No.
To implement this.
I am not against that.
In just 4 years, we have a president who is already on that roadmap to accomplishing that which Vision 2030 speaks to.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. People of the internet are talking, and they're saying, they are responding to you, my brother, and saying that the law is very clear on the fate of criminals who defraud the government of taxpayer resources. If not for your president to come out and cry for us. Okay? There is somebody here who is saying Vision 2030 was destroyed largely by Ruto government. Right? So I don't know what they're trying to do now. Another person is saying,
share with him that report kindly.
These reports are just sideshows. You don't need a report to construct hospitals. You don't need a report to build good school infrastructure. Reports are written by politicians who have failed us. Okay? All right. So when our beloved president is almost done with his term, he has realized that there are ghost workers. Okay? So these are, anyway, somebody is saying that Ruto is simply plotting and telling us that what he's going to do in the next term. Fine. Anyway, let us leave this at this because Kachola is saying that I should not use AI to compare the two documents, but I think the extended window of AI is very interesting in as far as comparing these things are concerned. And by the way, I believe that I might be wrong in as far as these two documents are concerned, and I have hardly read the second report that was written by your good Professor Mr. Nyang'
Professor Nyang'.
Yes. And Wakili has really taken his time to explain the issue of criminality and how you indict and how you take to prison. So I'm very, very thankful for that. Joachim has not spoken about this issue. The problem with him also, because I want to blame him, that if he had allowed you guys to finish, we would have gotten back.
They will never finish.
Allow you finish.
Especially Kachola.
Kachola does not finish. But anyway, can I give you time to talk about this issue in a minute, and then we go back, we go to the Sifuna issue?
You are giving him a minute to talk about something he has not read. Okay,
fine, fair enough.
Let's proceed.
Fair enough. We have, can we play for us Sifuna and give us Sifuna and Mr. Matiangi? Because it appears that, Mugendi, there is a lot of mutiny. Mutiny in Luo means, what is it called in English? Mutiny is just...
Kitni and
so we see Sifuna is going all over the place trying to meet people. He's meeting Matiangi, he's meeting Wamunyoro, he's meeting Safina party leader, Mr. Jimmy Wanjigi, meeting Joaquin, SG. I don't know what he's looking for. Let's listen to him.
Uko tayari kufanya kazi?
Hiyo nilisema kitu kimoja kwamba mimi naamini ya kwamba hawa ndugu zetu ambao wako kwenye United Opposition wakienda kivyao peke yao bado wanaweza shinda huu uchaguzi. Sisi kama Linda Mwananchi tukienda kivyetu bado tutashinda huo uchaguzi. Lakini hiyo risk hakuna mtu anataka kuchukua. Ya kwamba tunajua the surest bet, you can take chances, but then kuna kitu inaitwa sure bet. Sisi tunaamini iwapo tutaingia katika huu uchaguzi kama kikosi mmoja dhidi ya William Ruto, hii uchaguzi inaisha saa 12 asubuhi. Ninakuambia mimi ni mwanafunzi wa baba Raila Amolo Odinga. One of Raila's biggest regrets, and he used to say it all the time, ya kwamba upinzani uliprolong uongozi wa Moi kwa miaka 10 bila sababu yoyote. Personally sat with Fred Matiangi. I have sat with him. Na nikamuexplainia, nikamwambia inchi ambayo mimi nasikia wananchi wakisema wanataka ni hii na hii na hii na hii na hii. Sisi wote tunawezaje tuketi pamoja tuulizane ni nani ambaye anaweza kuleta haya mabadiliko ambaye tunazungumza. Na namba 2, siasa vile nimekuambia ni ushawishi. Siasa ni ushawishi. Huwezi kulazimisha Matiangi ya kuunge mkono. Si lazima ukae naye chini. Hauwezi kumlazimisha. Naye pia anajua lazima atuingize box, atuambie hapa na hapa mimi nakubaliana na nyinyi hivi, mimi ningefanya hivi tofauti, tunapata mwafaka katikati. Lakini kitu ambacho hatuwezi kufanya ni kukataa kuzungumza kama viongozi wote ambao tunaamini ya kwamba William Ruto lazima.
will we as Jubilee work with leader Mwananchi? Of course, we will work with all people who want change in this country.
Yes.
We will work with all people. I mean, I don't know how many of us would like to see this administration in power 1 minute longer. We will work with everybody who's in that particular mold. And then Linda Mwananchi is very much in that particular arrangement. We will work together.
Joachim, it is very interesting. I want to give you the opportunity to talk before because of you have very little understanding of the report by the good professor. But it looks like as United Opposition, you are collecting everybody just so that you can get rid of His Excellency the President in 2027. Is this how you're going to do it? You're not going to investigate?
They're
to audit.
They audit.
Audit who?
You remember the conversation that we were having?
Yes.
Are you going to audit the people that you are working with in the United Opposition?
You see, let me speak on my own behalf,
okay,
and on behalf of the party of Sifuna.
Okay.
That I have severally spoken about this. That the easiest job that we have in opposition is to deal with President Ruto and make him one term.
Okay.
And there is no question about that. Actually, the by-election of Olkalau cemented that notion that we are capable of getting a massive margin in winning this election. Our only point of departure as the party is that what do we tell Kenyans after winning? Because the biggest reason as to why we have to win is so that we can provide a better governance and better life for the people of Kenya. It will be a loss for everybody who is in support of us for us to win an election and fail on delivering the kind of Kenya that we have been able to envision and promise them. Therefore, it is important right now for us to sit down and say, what are your ideas as person X? What are your ideas as Sifuna? What are your ideas as Gachagua? What are our ideas as Sifuna party? So that when we meet on the table, it's not a discussion of who is bigger than the other. It's a discussion of what idea works best for the Kenyan people. Because we run a risk of saying that we are going to win an election, then we will be one of the most unpopular people you've ever seen in this country. There is a pastor who told President Ruto when he was campaigning, I think he's pastor from Mavueni, this guy called Ezekiel. Alimwambia hawa watu hawakupendi. Usipowapa chenye wanataka, watakunyoa asubuhi. Those words do not just apply to President Ruto. The widespread disapproval of President Ruto is the same rate of expectation on us. Therefore, when we win, we have to have deliverables that are immediate. That in the first 3 months of our governance, people must be able to see a difference. If we fail on that premise,
which you will,
then we are not going to offer a better country as we win. So the discussion is not actually big on how we will win. The discussion is, after winning, what are we going to do for Kenyans? Because we have enormous numbers. I have looked at how the routes President Ruto can use to win this election. It is not there. When you look at the numbers on the table, and President Ruto actually knows these things. It's only people who are eating from making sure that he does not see he can't win are the ones insisting to him that you are going to win because their lives depend on it. But when you look at the numbers on the table and they do not make sense, they cannot make sense
what
on
are
the
these
election
numbers?
day. When we look at this,
okay, what are the numbers?
You look at how President Ruto managed to win an election.
Okay.
How did he amass the numbers?
Tell me.
President Ruto understood that at the time, we have ethnic calculations of the polling votes.
Okay.
And he understood that he does not come from a community that has good numbers.
Okay.
So he coined a very clever narrative of social classes and said, we are hustlers and they are dynasties. We are suffering because they are sitting on our benefits.
Okay.
It's therefore time for the common Kenyan. He was saying yeye ni mtoto ambaye wa mtu ambaye hajulikani.
Okay.
And the people who have been downtrodden, it's their time to make a statement and vote for their own.
Okay.
And actually, when you come to ethnic calculations,
okay,
he got a very good number of votes from the Mount Kenya community.
All right. How many?
Was it 47% of his total votes?
He got 3.8 million.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good basket.
From Mount Kenya.
That's a good basket.
Okay.
But when you look at him today, the areas where he was tallying at 70% of the total vote cast,
all right,
he's doing a measly 30%.
Okay.
As we speak today.
All right.
And it's going to keep
Kachola,
on.
you are saying that it is correct. The number is incorrect
Yes,
from Mount Kenya.
the numbers are incorrect.
What is the number that he got from Mount Kenya?
We go by the former provinces.
No, Mount Kenya.
Mount Kenya.
Okay, Mount Kenya, because here we have Central, which is former province,
Okay.
and then Eastern. So let us just take Eastern and Mount Kenya.
Yes.
And Central.
Mount
province.
Kenya West, Mount Kenya East. Kachola,
There
don't
is
be
nothing
clever.
like that.
No,
there's nothing
I'm,
like
I'm
that.
giving you statistics from IBC,
Okay.
and that's why I got this.
Okay.
In Central, President William Ruto got 1.6 million votes.
Okay.
1.63 million votes, which was 78%. 1.6. Then in the Eastern,
Yes.
which means Ukambani plus Tharaka-Nithi up there,
Okay.
and
Huko kwa Kindiki. Huko kwa Jared.
yes,
Huyu anakuja anatoka huko.
yes,
And can I give you an addendum of what he said last time, so that this gentleman can also understand. There is a guy from Kiragu, from Mount Kenya West, who told him, a man from the East, that they should wake up because they have not been saddling. They have been sitting on the career as the eastern part. So they need to saddle, they need to wake up. And then Mugendi told him, are you listening, Joaquin?
Yes, I am.
Are you listening?
I am.
Yes. And he told him that Mount Kenya East is going to wake up. And there is no longer Mount Kenya. Anyway, go ahead. I'm coming back to that.
Thank you. At least you've interjected with a good reason.
I know, when
Yes.
it favors you, it is a good reason.
So in Central,
Okay.
President William Ruto got 1.6.
Okay.
In Eastern,
Okay.
Eastern province, that is the entire Ukambani going all the way,
Okay.
he got 1.07.
Okay.
So if you add the two, so even if you take the entire Gema, let
Yes.
us just now call it Gema, the entire Gema,
Yeah.
President William Ruto got 2.6.
2.6.
2.6.
So about 3 million votes.
No, 2.6.
Is that the number, Mugendi?
Yes.
He's giving you IBC data.
This is IBC data. This is
But
IBC data.
Joaquin, why do you always get the 3 point something million?
Always, Jagero, listen. These guys are always preaching imaginary figures. Remember, in that election, we had two people from Mount Kenya. Either way election would have gone, they would have still had a deputy president, right? But what was their turnout? What was their turnout in the first place? Amazing. If you look at
65%.
how many?
Is it 65?
In Central alone.
Who produces a 65% turnout?
In Central,
In
give them to me, Ro.
In
Give them
Central,
to me.
the turnout was 67.
Okay.
0.0%.
Okay.
Yes. Then in Eastern, the turnout was 64. In Rift Valley, the turnout was 71. In Nyanza, the turnout was 70. The highest turnout was in Rift Valley.
So why have they been
followed
telling
by
those that
Nyanza.
lazy don't wake up to go and vote?
No, 70 of what?
Jagero,
The issue is
the
70
narrative,
of what?
the narrative that has always been peddled
Okay.
also by the opposition as far as voter turnout and people casting votes is concerned, it's just mind-boggling. You can't believe
see.
it. When you now put them
But
down to
I
figures.
wanted you to give me the numbers. Don't
Okay.
give analysis.
Okay, the numbers.
Yes.
Rift Valley.
No. Don't. I want you to the mountain only.
Yes, the mountain.
The mountain only. So
So-
2.6.
So registered in Central Kenya.
Yes.
registered was 3.12.
Hey.
But
So Central, when we talk of
Joachim has
Central,
been saying that Wamunyoro said that they have got 10 million strong.
and now when you put those figures down,
Okay, and
this is IBC.
and somebody
This is IBC.
Wait. We need to laugh in a way that pleases the Lord.
10 million.
People will be surprised.
then somebody said that they have got 7.
Now, let us assume.
Okay, can you? Okay, so now, so I want to go to Joachim because I don't want to give an analysis.
Yes.
You were just interjecting, Joachim. So then you are saying that the 2.6 is going where?
Oh
The
my God.
2.6 are going to who?
Jagero.
Give him some water.
No,
No. Going to who?
William Ruto was not a fool in 2022.
Okay.
Above all these regions in Kenya, he literally stayed in Central.
All right.
Nearly every Sunday. He knows what
Mwadhani Agosho.
Yes. He knows. He knows why he kept camping there.
Because of the voter registration.
Because of the votes. If Kikuyus can give you 2.6, then what can Luyas give you?
Okay. So but I'm going with your trajectory.
Yes.
All right.
So I am telling you.
So Mount Kenya. So you are saying that Mount Kenya.
If he got 2.6,
Okay.
then he doesn't have it.
And you know that 2.6.
He doesn't have what?
He doesn't have what
That
he
2
got
point,
from
no,
Mount Kenya.
Wait.
He doesn't have the 2.6.
The
What,
2.6,
even if we got 5 votes,
Jagero,
he doesn't have
the
it today.
2.6
Okay.
include Eastern.
Okay. No. Ambassador, please.
I kept quiet while
Ambassador,
you were reading
Ambassador,
your
please.
screenshot.
Ambassador, please.
I kept quiet when he was reading a screenshot from his girlfriend. Then he's telling me.
Which girlfriend?
You people are ganging up on Ambassador.
Okay.
Let him finish.
I am going. No.
He was giving you 2.6.
No,
You interrupted
that
him.
was enough.
I was following.
That was enough. That was enough. That was enough from the ambassador. I want to go to Jared Mugendi. Because Jared Mugendi needs to give me a true picture of what is happening in the mountain today.
Jared Mugendi will tell you the East has
No, Joaquin.
Yes.
Let us. We heard from Jimmy Wanjigi and yourself. Let us now hear from Ruto and Mugendi.
Yes.
See you namna hiyo.
Yes. So I was telling you, our win. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Go
Let's. I'll come back to you.
Yes.
This is slow. What is happening in Mount Kenya? Because now, the other day, for whatever reason, Wamunyoro came out to Kenyans and told Kenyans, and in fact he was talking to the people of Mount Kenya, wakasema hatutaki kulima huyu short man. He was referring to the man from the east.
Yes.
You know, Professor Kindiki. Right? For whatever, I don't know why he was saying that, but it looks like he does not want to do what he has always done.
Because of what I told you here before.
What is it?
I told you something that is simple. I cannot attack your child and expect that I will carry favor with you. Right after I said what I said here, what did he say? I am going to a tour of Embu and Meru for 1 week. I told you here on this table. Not because of anything else. It is because it's like we are all suddenly discovering there is a new region there that exists. And I told you here, there is an arrogance that we ascribe to government. The government does not listen, the government does not care, fine. But there's an arrogance which has also developed with opposition. In their mind, they are always right. They never make mistakes. For them, if they say the mountain, you will hear someone saying, we have spoken. You and who? You and who? If you go to Meru right now, or let's speak Tharaka, where the deputy president comes from, and you're telling them, this your deputy president, we don't want him. Let him resign from that government, because that's exactly the language that is being spoken. Resign from government, come and join us here in the opposition. there are 40 billion worth of projects that are coming that way. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to listen to you? If you're Ambere right now, whatever you want to think about the region, whether people like Ruku or not, he has a significant voice in that region. Significant voice and a seat on the highest office, the executive, which we have delegated our sovereignty, one of the arms which we have delegated sovereignty to. So, when you are negotiating with people like that, and I remember here genuinely asking that lawyer, are you seriously going to talk to those people the way you are talking to me here, telling us you don't know how to saddle, we have been teaching you, you people have been in the darkness. Who is going to vote for you when you talk to them like that? Who? And even if they have been sleeping on the job, fine, they have awoken. How do you like me now? That is exactly the message that they are sending right back. Okay, fine. Let's assume we go together. What does this together mean? Because that is the uncomfortable question that even is giving the people of the mountain who are in government a challenge. Because they are also speaking for other regions who are saying, hey, wait, we can speak for ourselves. We can speak for ourselves. We know. I remember telling you here, those cultures are not the same. Mbere culture is not Kikuyu culture. But if you tell someone from Central that, they get offended. Why? The colors of our traditional attire are not the same. If I tell them that way, and I'm telling you, even in government, that confusion exists. Leaders from Central and Kiambu still don't seem to get it. That particular region is saying, wait, see, we have access to your seat. Why do I need to use a bypass to the president? I can talk to him by myself. Why do I need a bypass through you? If I can reach the president by my own people, I have the vice president in my backyard. Even the questions that people are asking about state lodge, for me they are foolish, because you do not qualify people's feelings, especially voters. You don't tell a voter you are wrong. If you truly believe Vox Populi Vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God, you don't tell a voter he's wrong. If they have said our priority in this region is we want a state lodge, when the president comes here, he sleeps here. We want to go see him there. You don't come and tell those people your ideas are wrong, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You know, in other countries, people do things this way. Who are you? Who gets to say that? And that arrogance is what I have always challenged in every forum I have been. Just listen to the context of the people down there. The people down there have simply said, number one, this mountain has been together because of our cooperation. Okay. Now we have a bargaining chip. We have leverage. Anybody who has leverage will use it. And the leverage is sounding like they have an upper hand. Because if they don't join forces, then the alliance breaks down. Because if he's talking about 2.6 million votes, what do you think is going to happen when you fragment it?
That was the next question, because it's
not going to be whole.
As our brother is saying,
because Sifuna party,
yes,
whose party leader, by the way, has made a Mecca trip to Amunyoro twice in 1 month, is telling you that if Ruto had 5 votes in Mount Kenya, they are not there. If he had 2.6, they are not there. So, are you going to be bold?
Jagero.
Okay.
There is what they have said, and there is what Joachim has said. You know, I'm also very good in not allowing interruptions, so don't worry. He has said something. We have said something. If you say, for instance, Mount Kenya has, let's give them 5 million votes. Okay. It is not 5 million who are going to the ballot. All of you here have no election mathematics. You cut that number by half first. Because half of the people are the ones who always show up to the ballot. That is basic election mathematics. Then you have out of that 50 turnout.
All right.
Okay. Out of that turnout, not everybody is going to vote one way.
Okay.
There are people who are going to vote halfway, this way, that way. Okay. Whatever we see on media, and we have agreed here on a couple of times, it is not a measure of the reality, because everybody has a narrative to push. Everybody has an agenda to push. The real question is this: has the narrative that the East has been neglected, is it potent enough? Now, my indication that it is potent is there is a trip that is going to be made by the opposition. The government is signaling heavy investment into the East. Okay? Whether he believes it or not doesn't matter.
Okay.
But it is what is there. Where is my confirmation? The last meeting that was held in Meru, the governor of Meru, and the place where I come from.
Okay.
Again, semi-arid people. So we are used to hardship.
Where do you come from?
I come from Bere.
From Bere?
Yes.
I was in Bere.
So when they say that it is going to be zero, it's a lie.
Jagero, he's speaking.
When he said it's going to be zero, this is what I'm saying. We are not discussing the same things. What we are discussing is simple. Does he accept that there are cultural differences that both sides of the opposition and government are missing?
Very good. Yes. Very good. I like that. So I want to go back to you. The people that have been saying that Ruto is not going to get anything in Mount Kenya are people from Mount Kenya West. True or false?
Mount Kenya West?
Yes. He's unable to answer.
So let me ask you.
Why is it that this losing of the mountain to zero is only coming from Mount Kenya West?
Because that's what will happen.
No.
Let me tell you why.
Here is someone from East saying differently.
As he has been speaking, his brothers here have been reading their comments.
Okay, which are his brothers?
They are confessing where they are coming from, but they do not agree with what he's saying.
I don't need anyone to agree. That's why you have an opinion. I am okay with them challenging it. That's why I can learn.
No. Huh? What I'm simply saying.
Are you telling me you are collecting an opinion?
Respond to Jagero's question.
Can I speak?
Jagero, ask him that question again.
I asked him very a question.
He is escaping.
By majority, they are asking me to ask you this question again.
Yes.
Why is it that Ruto has lost Mount Kenya? It's only coming from Mount Kenya West.
Because that is
so it is Wamunyoro and his ilk. From Olkalau.
So where does Morega Baichu come from? This Mwangaza comes from where?
Where does he come from?
Kawera.
Meru.
Yes.
Kawera Meru.
Yes. So Meru is where? Is it west or east?
Meru is east. Yes.
So are you saying that there is no one in east who is saying Ruto
where
must
does
go?
Ichungwa come from?
Ichungwa.
So
where does Kuria come from?
Hello.
Where does Wamushamba come from?
They come from
because you see, I am not being trivial, by the way. But what I am seeing all over the media is that most of the people, more than 95% of the people that are saying that Ruto has lost Mount Kenya are people from Mount Kenya West.
And let me tell you, this issue of Mount Kenya West and Mount Kenya East is a clever creation.
It's a clever creation.
By our brothers.
Oh my God, here we go. With the psyops, with the narratives.
No.
Please spare us.
By our brothers. Because they...
Listen in silence.
Yes. I have barely spoken and finished a statement on this podcast. So let me... No.
Rolling eyes.
No, Joachim, you
I have to finish this one.
You will speak, Joachim.
Yes.
You will speak.
I've never seen you struggle.
I'm not even struggling.
Today is a big day.
Joachim, I've never seen you struggle. Drink water, brother. Drink water.
Today is a sad day for the nation.
But you know,
can I finish what I'm saying?
Today is a sad day for the nation.
Because I have tried to be moderate, not to lord over you.
Okay.
But don't wake this demon. It can wake up.
Okay. Wait, Kachola, Ambassador.
I've never seen him struggle.
Please, Joe. Please,
Oh
Ambassador. Please, Ambassador.
Mimi ni struggle.
Go ahead.
So this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That the conversation about splitting of areas is a conversation. They cannot win when you talk about unity. They have to bring the doctrine of division so that they hope that with Kindiki being deputy president and having a minister from down there, Ruku, who we have just talked about public service having a problem, who is shouting about they are not Kikuyus.
Yeah.
It is something he's saying very loudly. But I am looking at it.
Are they lying?
I am looking at it this way.
He has avoided the question for the record.
No, let me say what I want to say, then you will ask questions. Because these people have had the same journey for a very long time. You see?
Wakili.
Yes.
Decorum, please.
Decorum kidogo.
Okay, what has Joachim said in the last 5 minutes?
Sasa, have you let me say anything?
I think Kachola is enjoying what you did to him.
Now,
He's returning fire.
Kachola sasa amekuja ku revenge.
He started very weak. I don't know where I am going to
spare him. But I want him to read something.
No.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Yes, please finish.
That this is what the issue is. And I want you to listen very carefully. That you cannot, these are people that have shared the same history for a very long time. Even during colonial times. The people who are forced to carry the special identification card, they were the people that we are talking about here today. And actually, the West follows the East. It's not the other way around. And that is the plot twist that we are going to get here.
The West
follows the East.
No, the East. I think you mean the East.
No. In Mount Kenya, the West follows the East.
The West is which one?
The ones you are talking about, Kikuyus, and the other one, Amberes.
Yes.
Actually, when you talk about Mau Mau, the Merus were more fierce than the Kikuyus.
Okay.
So, the plot twist is, what we think is a mirage of division will shock some people. Just the same way they invested even gumboots and rubber shoes in Olkalau, and they ended up with a margin of less than 70% or 60. It's the same thing. Now, everybody who is talking about William Ruto's re-election, they are talking about dividing some people.
Okay.
That you see, when you go, I had Kaluma speak on Radio Generation.
Yes.
He was saying, you see, Bukusus go their own direction.
Bukusus?
Yes. And the rest go this way.
Okay.
When they get to Nyanza, the Wiluos are now going. It is that narrative everywhere.
Okay.
So, I do not have a problem with them saying that way. But I have told you here that if numbers do not make sense on the table, they don't make sense on the election day.
Okay.
If I was President Ruto today, I will not run. But people who are benefiting from the bread that comes from the high table do not want to tell him the truth. Say, tell him, Mr. President, we've done our best. But this really is not going to work for us. Can you please, because politics mostly it punishes stubbornness. It does not reward it. This stubbornness of the president not sleeping. I saw him in the middle of the night in a suit, going where? William Ruto. No. It is issues that I'm talking about. That no matter the narrative sold around, no matter what, the thing that you suffer from is lack of credibility. The reason why the narrative we created in 2022 flew is people had some sense of belief in what he said. Today, if President Ruto tells you it's a Thursday, you have to confirm on your phone and confirm and prove that it's actually a Thursday.
Just a minute, Ambassador.
So the guy thinks that he can intimidate the Son of Man. You cannot.
Okay.
So this issue of one term, I have maintained that we are going to win election, no matter our calculation.
Okay.
We have to keep on telling Kenyans that this is what we are going to do.
All right.
So, our brothers, I understand your frustration.
Okay.
I understand you feel like you are going to be left out in the cold once again, and you've been in the cold for a very long time. So, I welcome you to this side of the ark, where there shall be plenty of meals and flowing milk and honey. I will appoint you ambassador in New York.
Can I ask Joaquin? No. I have to ask. I want to stay with Joaquin for 1 minute.
Yes.
You have talked about Ruto lacking credibility, correct?
Yes.
So let's go to the united opposition. We have got Matiangi.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
We have got Kalonzo. Correct?
Yes.
We have got Wamunyoro. Correct? Who else do we have? Jimmy Wanjigi.
Yes.
All right. Those are the main guys. Right? Then Sifuna.
Yes.
So who is your pick? Who has the credibility?
I come from Sifuna party, and my party leader is Jimmy Wanjigi. So if you're asking me to pick, I'll pick Jimmy Wanjigi.
So then the question then follows. Because if you want to take Ruto out in one sweep, you go with one candidate.
Let's say that is the case, because that's what people are pushing.
Okay.
And we have been asked so many questions that why are we not uniting with the others?
Okay.
But we are speaking the same language. I do not understand what unity they are looking for. The other day, Senator Methu, as we were speaking with Jeff Koinange, he said people will hunt from all directions. And I believe we have picked a direction. That for us, this is the button that we are going to press.
Which is?
We have stuck on issues. We have not gone very big on personality politics. Some people have even wished President Ruto death, and we have told them, no. That's not what you do. The best thing we have to do is to wish him good life and health, so that he lives to see how a country can be led well.
Every time I ask you about issues,
yes,
you go back to your party leader.
So credibility.
Which is fine.
Yes.
Which is fine.
Yes.
Okay. But they might not pick him. Because I'm assuming that your prayer is that they pick Jimmy Wanjigi.
Okay.
Who is solid
enough
to overturn the debt issue that has been bedeviling us for a long time.
Yes.
But they might not choose him.
Okay, let's go with that.
So where do you fall?
If they don't choose
do you
him,
like Matiangi?
If I liked him, I will be with him today.
So then you don't like Matiangi?
I'm not saying I don't like him, but why am I not with him?
Yes, that is fine.
Yes.
So we go to Kalonzo. You envy his 40 years of reign?
I have always had a problem
with Kalonzo.
With Kalonzo.
Great. So then we quickly go forward, right?
Yes. I've always had a problem.
Wamunyoro?
He's a solid guy.
Wamunyoro is solid.
In terms of the numbers he will be able to push on the table.
So it's the numbers, it's no longer the issues, because you started with the issues. Now you pulled away from the issues.
Without the numbers, the issues shall remain just ideas on paper.
So then what are you trading?
We are trading issues.
No. But that has fallen. Okay. Because you're saying that if you go with strictly issues on the table, then you lose. Then now you pull out of issues and you get to the numbers.
You are over understanding my simple statement.
Okay.
That in this calculation, everything matters. We have not downplayed the role of numbers in winning an election. And therefore, we need numbers, because the first thing on the table is to win an election. That's our first victory. Our first victory is winning an election, then implementing the ideas that we've campaigned on. That's why you cannot.
But then if you want the sheer numbers, then you are going to gather some of the people who you don't like. And that's okay.
Yes, that's okay.
And when you take them,
when you bring the people,
so you're going to give you're going to give CS to Matiangi, CS Interior to Matiangi, because you're gathering everybody, right? You're taking it back there.
No, let me tell you why.
With the other issues, right?
Let me tell you why. When you bring the most important person here is the president.
But you're going to promise something to Matiangi, who is coming with his kissy vote and Jubilee outfit, right? your Wamunyoro is going to demand something. Because and you're the person who told me this, that you don't make a deal with. Can you finish it for me?
No, you finish. I've forgotten. I've told you so many things.
You don't make a deal with. You said it.
What
and
did I
you
say?
remember it. He told me that you don't make a deal with bad people.
Oh.
He told me that. Yes.
I have said here.
It's gonna have a tough time.
So now he's going to make a deal with Matiangi that he doesn't like. He's going to make a deal with
Wamunyoro.
with Wamunyoro
that he doesn't like.
He's going to make a deal with Kalonzo Musyoka, who cannot show anything for the last 40 years.
Jagero, what the soul.
And by the way, before you answer, that is what Sifuna said.
Yes.
So what the soul that we are fighting for, with our blood and sweat, is who do we get at the helm of the leadership? That's the antidote to everything. If you get the person at the helm of the leadership,
irrespective of the numbers.
Are you saying what I want to say?
No. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So
don't be a little touchy.
The most important office here is the president.
And
what are we campaigning on? If we bring on Matiangi on the table, and he doesn't talk about debt issues, then we don't have the use of him here. Because we believe that without dealing with the issue of debt, no, we don't work with people who don't believe in the agenda that we have.
Then it's going to go to Ruto with his 1 million votes.
Who cares?
Thank you.
Who cares?
Thank you.
We are campaigning on the issue of this before you come in. And I have told you time without number that it doesn't matter who wins. If you win and you continue paying the illegal debt, then all things you've promised falls flat on the surface.
Yes.
So when we are discussing about having a candidate, what are we saying? Because I told you the easiest job is to bring all these people and win an election.
The frustration that Kenyans are having with you,
yes,
with your party leader, is that he's now started taking trips to the mountain,
yes,
to go and have a tete-a-tete with Wamunyoro.
Tea time.
Right? He's gone there twice.
Yes.
But he stood the other day and told us that he doesn't like his politics.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So we don't know what to assume. But then we have Sifuna, who had a lot of Gen Z behind him.
Yes.
He's also started taking trips.
To
he went to apologize to Wamunyoro for kicking him out of government the other day. Today he's with the
Matiangi.
He's accused of land grabbing.
Yes.
Right? Who's accused of throwing people in River Yala.
Yes.
Who is accused of being dictatorial.
Yes.
Deporting,
Kenyans.
Deporting Meguna.
You see?
Just say Meguna, not Kenyans. Which other Kenyans?
You opposition people are consumers of intelligence.
So now the frustration that Kenyans are having with you guys is that it's a pond with all manner of fish.
You know, I have tried to be cagey. And I am now going to tell you point blank.
Okay.
Because you want to squeeze everything out of me. Today, when we say, because the most important thing is what we will tell Kenyans after election. And I've told you, if we win election and we don't do what we've said, we will not have the blessings William Ruto has of going one term.
Yeah.
His blessings is finishing his one term. For us, if we don't do what we've promised, even one term will not be achieved. Kenyans will run us out of town.
What have you promised?
So, now, today, when you bring all these good friends together, the issue is not unity. The issue is what are we uniting on? And we have been very clear. Even as my party leader goes to Wamunyoro, have you heard him say we are no longer talking about debt? No, we keep on saying that now the election is about telling Kenyans what are the issues.
A lot of people are saying that that your party leader has now realized the reality and is now trying to cut it.
When he went to Wamunyoro the first day, the following day he was speaking to an interview with.
Yes, he's going to finish.
I am going
to finish. You talked about your report the whole day.
The whole time. Let me enjoy my airtime.
But you're struggling, my brother.
Yeah. Everyone struggles at some point. You struggled last time.
I've seen you struggle.
Everyone has a first time in life. And the way you sweated last time, you're not sweating today. He's
I remember.
The guy sweated.
The only thing that he made that day was him going under the table.
No, Jagero, I think...
No, I have not finished.
He's finishing.
That now,
yeah.
When he left to Omnyoro that day, he had an interview the following day. The language was the same from the word go. And based on how I know my party leader, he's not going to compromise on that stand.
Yeah.
Because that is what we have identified ourselves with. The Kenyan people will stop to trust us if we really get what we have identified ourselves with, even before we get into power. Therefore, this election is about what? Is it about the coalitions that we are going to make, or about their own issues that they feel they are not being taken care of by the existing government? Therefore, and we have maintained, you see, some people have come up with very clever ways of projecting themselves to be on top of the others as flag bearers. You saw some picture the other day after Kalonzo posted on his socials.
Yeah.
Of him at the top, at the front, Gachagua on the side, and the other one, which implied that he's now the boss. Those are very clever tricks of people trying to portray themselves as the flag bearers. But for us, we are very clear. So we have no problem. Let's say Jagero is the one we've chosen, or Mugendi. Mugendi, tukimpigia leo kura. You see, today, our airtime and our fodder is to say that this report, we've only performed 10%. Immediately you take over government, then Kenyans expect you to push it to 30%. You ought to have a plan to make it happen. If we are going to just amass numbers without that clear, because you can win an election with numbers, but you can't run it with the numbers.
And now I want to go to Mr. Kachola, because I think your time is up now, and the frustration that even you, when you listen to yourself, you realize that only Sifuna Party appears to have a plan. The rest of them are just shouting at the top of their voices and telling us that, these people need to go home and so on and so forth. Kachola, what do you think?
By the way, I think the only person speaking about issues in that entire opposition brigade is Jimmy Wanjigi. The only person talking about issues. At least he has picked something. When you see him, you know you will talk about economy.
So why is he bending his knee and going and rushing to?
That is up to them. I told you, Jagero, we will not have any united opposition in this country. It is a fallacy. Forget about it.
That's what you want.
Not what I want, the reality. Now, credibility, and I noted that. When we talk about credibility, Jagero, if at all we are a people of credible, if we are people who hold credibility deep in our hearts, I strongly believe that the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua ought to have come out and apologize to Kenyans.
Okay.
Yes,
Why?
over the tourism remarks. That was unfortunate. That was uncalled for. It reminded me of a time when this country was in total mess during the Westgate attack, when opposition and government were not seeing eye to eye. Uhuru and Raila were not seeing eye to eye. But when that attack happened, Raila took the entire opposition troops to State House. And in his statement, we as Kenyans, we stand in solidarity. We shall not be divided on the basis of religion as they want to portray it. That is what we call leadership and integrity. When you speak about, and you say it in English so that it reaches the intended population that do not come to Kenya, what are you saying? The tourism sector employs 1.7 million people in this country. Directly, it employs 1.4. Induced, it's 250,000. And then indirectly is 220,000. So when you are saying do not come to Kenya till after elections, what are you telling the 1.7 million Kenyans who are employed directly, indirectly, and through inducement?
Can I interject and say something? That when Wamunyoro actually said this, there is somebody who sent me a message and told me this verbatim, that I want you to check the internet what Mount Kenya offers in terms of tourism, and you'll understand how much Wamunyoro does not like the rest of the country. And I checked, and I realized that there is nothing going on there, especially in Mount Kenya West, where Gachagua is coming from. There is literally no tourism there. And if you look at it, coastal Kenya, the undisputed leader in both international and domestic bed nights, capturing the bulk of leisure, beach and cultural tourism. Then you go to Masai Mara and southern savannas, drives the highest concentration of high-paying international state goers. All right? So they are saying that Mount Kenya offers tourism but cannot compare to the rest of the Kenyans. So the question that this guy was telling me, how can you, Wamunyoro knows that there is not much of tourism going on in the west of Mount Kenya. Then he decides to actually attack what is actually helping the rest of the country. And he's now writing a text message. And that is why his party leader is always going. Somebody that stands on international television.
I have not mentioned that.
Can you?
And I have to. I have to clear the air before you finish.
You will.
No. Right now.
Okay. Let him clear.
What is he clearing?
I have been very clear.
Let me clear.
That I do not like.
No. You have to let him. He's been accused.
I have been accused.
Yes.
I want me and my party to be judged by the things we say. And I want people to judge Gachagua by the things he says.
By your association?
So do not bring us there. Whatever was discussed on that table, whatever we have seen, is just photographs. What they discussed, we will know it as time goes. Today, I want to say this, and I have been very openly clear, that there are statements that have been made by Gachagua that I don't support. Openly so. Because we cannot be hypocrites, and yet we are saying that the country is not being led the right way. And there are so many things that he has said, and I have come here to plainly say that one, Gachagua is wrong. Because there are ways we want to lead this country. But let me not be judged by the statements of a person that I'm not associated with.
But you guys have not come out as a party to condemn. To
condemn what?
These things that he's saying. He's saying that, okay, he has realized that there is no tourism in Mount Kenya West. Yeah. So now he's castigating and telling international
when you look
tourism.
at the hotels in the tourism-prone areas, they are owned by who? Now that you checked Mount Kenya, let's say now which area has good tourism?
There is coastal Kenya, there is Masai Mara and the southern savannas.
Who are the majority in Lamu?
Huh?
Who are the majority?
Are you asking us who the majority?
No. Who are the people in Lamu that runs the economy there?
Who?
Is it the same people that come from Mount Kenya?
No. Where are you getting that data?
Spares the crowd.
Now, let me tell you why.
Where are you getting the data?
Now, let me tell you
why.
Have you been to Lamu?
No. Show us the data.
No. Have you been to Lamu?
Show us the data that says that.
When you say.
No, but show us the data that says that they are owned by Kikuyus.
For example, I am not saying they are owned by Kikuyus.
But that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what you've said.
When you go to Lamu and you want to do anything meaningful, who do you find?
You tell us who we should find.
You know, mnajifanya ni kama hamjui.
No.
Mnajifanya ni kama.
And that's why I told you there was no need.
So why are you telling us that? Yeah? Vis-a-vis what he said.
That was why I was telling you.
Why are you telling us vis-a-vis what he said?
Why am I telling you
the
what?
latter statement vis-a-vis what Wamunyoro said about tourism.
The meaning is
okay.
If tourism is hit, one of the people that will be hit are his own people.
Okay.
It's not about hating other Kenyans. When you hit tourism, who are the people that owns these fleets?
I have given you.
Who?
That's a new one.
Now,
Today
my brother, listen.
No.
And I want you to
When you go to these hotels, which hotels in Kilifi? They are owned by which people?
Jagero, we can't be
So
misled.
if tourism is hit,
You're either stopping
who
or
are the
you do.
people that are being hit?
That's a terrible statement coming from you.
Very
No.
unfortunate.
No, kweli.
But where is the data?
Hey, you know,
Yeah.
when
Where
I
is the
speak,
data?
when
Where
you
is
say
the-
that Paponditi is dirty, where is the data?
Listen,
Yeah.
when I
Check
speak,
why don't you go to Lam?
Skiza.
Anyway,
my brother,
let's not belabor that point.
I have always said this.
I am shocked that he's not condemning that statement.
Condemn what?
That statement by Gashi.
But he can't.
Why
Can
should
we
I
proceed,
condemn? I
Jagero?
didn't make it.
Okay.
I have told
I
you
didn't make it.
that this country, the tourism sector, employs directly 1.4 million people. You go to the ministry, will give you the data. I have picked it from the ministry. Then we have indirect employment, which is 220,000. We have induced wale wa kuuza vitenge, those artifacts and whatever, 250,000. Where are you taking these 1.4 million Kenyans and the people who depend on them, which, let's say, 3 people or 2 people, nearly 2 or 3 million people who depend on tourism? Where do you take them when you tell tourists not to come to this country? You are crippling the economy. Are you telling us that is good leadership? No. Wow. Now,
the reason why I'm not alarmed by
just-
that
just-
statement
now,
is because
listen.
when we were boycotting
no, Jagero, you must
Safaricom
take control.
by the direction of Baba, were we not
Jagero-
stepping on the economy?
Jagero, you must take control.
When we undermine the one day, how much does the country lose? One day.
So you're doing it because Raila did it?
No. If we, my brother here is trying to say that all of a sudden he now realizes how the economy is very important, but he has been supporting these things.
And you are not different from him.
Yes.
By the way.
How am I not
You are
different?
not different from him because then he was having a sufria on his head.
Yeah.
This one.
Yes.
Today you have got a sufria on your head.
Yes.
So what is the difference between the two of you?
The difference is
because
this.
you are condemning what Ruto said, but you're not condemning what Gachagua said. Because when you are condemning what Ruto said, did we say that? Why wouldn't you say that you can't condemn it because Ruto you didn't say it? But when
Ruto is the
Wamunyoro
president.
says it, you are condemning.
Wamunyoro is a private citizen.
Oh my God.
Ruto is the president.
Of course, Wamunyoro is not a private citizen.
He's not?
No.
Make me understand why he's not a private citizen.
He has 75% of the civil service and the national police. What did he say?
In
National
which capacity?
police. That's what he said. We are just speaking his words.
He
said that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Masala.
Joachim, you need to keep abreast with what you are principles are saying.
No, I only listen.
He said 75%.
No. If my party leader says something that I don't know, that will be a great mistake. But that one is new.
He said he has 75%.
Yeah.
And he has better intelligence than the president.
Then he
What
must
are you
be a
telling
very
him?
strong private service.
So, Jagero.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Today
God.
your podcast is just out of the
Jagero,
Go ahead, Kejola. Kejola has got so many was given him those notes.
I want him to read something here.
You didn't see that coming.
I want you to read something here, just for avoidance of doubt.
Yeah.
Read it.
My goodness.
Jagero, listen.
Yes.
You want me to read this?
This one here.
No, that one you read.
This is national government of.
Okay.
And the next is
I have no good side.
Ministry of Public Works,
Okay.
Roads and Housing. Jagero, you see, if you go to this ministry, you walk in and inquire, ask, I want to know what this government is doing in this area. They will give you this data. It is for
The ministry
public.
of what?
Huh?
The Ministry of
Public Works and whatever.
Works.
What data is it?
Now,
data ya Itumbi.
Listen.
Hizi vitu za Itumbi
wacha kukuru maneno.
No, hizi vitu za Itumbi hizi. Who uploads this thing?
Wait, you didn't know what your corporates was.
But by the way, if
what is the difference between Itumbi and Wamunyoro?
No, we are digressing. Let us focus. Now, for example, you see when people from Nyanza, and I like the fact that there's a conversation about the East and West.
Yeah.
Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West.
I know you like it.
And then there's a conversation about Nyanza, for example.
Okay.
Jagero, projects completed by this government in Nyanza, completed as of June 2026, has cost 8.5 billion Kenyan shillings. Completed.
Okay. Apaya, start with the Apaya in Homa Bay.
Wait. Then, projects that are now at 75% as of June has gobbled 22.
How much was Apaya?
0.1 billion.
Where people went
projects
and
that are under construction. These projects that are under construction are 120. Over 120.
The markets.
They are painting roads.
It is 142 billion.
See, I'm telling you, they are painting roads.
And then those that are in their early stages that have just been initiated are costing 55 billion. Those that are in the pipeline that are going to be undertaken in this new financial year are 42.1 billion Kenyan shillings.
That money is in the budget.
So in total, we
I
have
hope that is in the
270.
budget.
Yes.
270 billion Kenyan shillings
going to
invested in Nyanza.
So let me ask.
What does
out of 760 budgeted for development. So,
listen.
That's a lie. I told you it's in the videos I told me.
You know,
tell us a project and let me see if I can find it budgeted for one project.
Now, let me land.
We have projects.
Let me land. And I will even give
but
you
you see,
this.
I don't understand where this is coming from. Were we discussing Nyanza at some point?
I was trying to lay the foundation of my
the foundation is a fire in Homa Bay.
Okay. Now, having
laid that
foundation.
Now I go back to where we were.
Okay.
The East and the West conversation.
Okay.
Was that even a conversation?
It wasn't, but anyway.
Now, if you go to the conversation of the East and the West, and it is very good and important that you did ask Joachim that why is it the way it is that only people from the West are shouting one term, then you get to realize that in all this conversation, people are beginning to focus on development, not rhetorics.
Okay.
For how long as a country will we be politicking, bickering every day and not talking development? You know, when we talk development, Jagero, if a road is built, what does it mean to the transportation of goods and services?
Can you ask you about development? What is you have said that Ruto is going to be using 300 billion in Nyanza.
200 billion out of 760.
Now, that is not this financial year. My friend, I have told you, as of June, yeah, it is. I want you to read.
So that's in the last financial year.
In fact, this report is as of May 4th.
May 4th this year?
Yes.
So 260 billion from May 4th.
And I want you to listen and listen well.
Yes.
What has been completed is 8 billion.
What of what? Like what has been done
now,
and
these
completed?
Include roads, water projects,
bridges,
and all that.
In Nyanza. I want people on the internet from Nyanza to corroborate that information.
Very good. And I've said those that are...
What bridge are you constructing in Nyanza?
Paponditi.
You know the bridge that connects Usenge and Siaya?
Uh-huh.
You know how many meters it is?
No, how many?
A bridge that is around 230 meters long. In fact, that area, whenever it rains, nobody cometh from Bondo to the other side of Siaya County. Nobody cometh from the other side because it is always...
Was it budgeted for?
Do we have vote heads in a budget? Because I told you to give me one project.
You know, this is a project that is already initiated before.
Yes.
I can check here. Before this budget.
I can check here. In the parliamentary vote heads.
So this is
of
already
the last financial year.
Okay, you can check.
No, tell me which project.
Check this, the bridge.
No, you have the data.
The Usenge Bridge. The Usenge
Is it
Bridge.
called
You can
Usenge
check.
Bridge?
Yes, you can check.
On the internet.
You can check.
Yeah, what is this bridge called, bro?
The only thing that they did and finished is a pie in Homa Bay.
And the fish market.
Jagero, pick this. Go through all the projects.
This is from Itumbi.
Go through all the projects in Nyanza. As much as you want, project by project, project by project.
Can you send us what we are building for you? National Government of Kenya. What is this? Is Ministry of
Look at the language. What we are building for you. Now look at that language. That's not a language of public works. It's a language. It's a PR language.
Check.
Where are you getting this from?
What is the ministry there?
The Ministry of Public Works
and
Roads and Housing.
Then iko under who?
Huh?
Who is the Minister of Public Works?
You don't know your minister.
No.
But they don't speak. How do we know them?
And
the
that is
president
why,
that speaks for all of them.
That is
Okay,
why
I know Charles Hinga as the CS for housing. Then
and
who is the CS?
that is why we have. Will now be telling you if you've not been told. All
you've wanted to be the spokesperson. You can be checked. I don't know why they didn't take
We can finish the podcast because this one has been good. I want to give this opportunity to Wakili to finish this one has been hilarious. Wakili, please let me give you 1 minute to finish the podcast, and then I'll let you finish, and then Ambassador finish the podcast.
I have just but a few thoughts.
Yeah.
One thing that I want Kenyans to understand.
Okay.
That when you're weighing your leaders as they're talking, please weigh them the way we are here.
It's called the
This is how they laugh when they are not on TV.
Yes.
So don't be agitated that they are enemies. They laugh like us here on the table. It's only that us we are we are capable of doing that in the open.
Yeah.
The second thing that I want people to understand, please, discussions like this are meant to enrich.
Yeah.
When an idea is tested, it is not a measure of someone's intelligence or stupidity.
Yeah.
Because it's an opportunity to learn. Remember here, I told you, especially concerning elections and the particular contestants that you're having, elections and winning is about foresight. The winner plots one step ahead of the competition and plays their trump card right after the loser plays theirs. It's about making sure you surprise them and they don't surprise you. So, in this context, this one is directed to Joachim. There is you have planted a hope that we can't see. And you need to understand, fine, maybe the other people on the other side are wrong. But if you give Kenyans a hope that you have no roadmap for, you have no evidence for, you have no vision for, if you tell Kenyans who are working, you're going to sell, I'm not directing this Joachim, I'm just using him as a figure. So let's...
For example, sell what?
For instance, sell houses.
These are affordable houses?
Yes.
That's not our plan.
No.
Tell you our
I was saying, I was using you as a figure.
No. You are getting an impression like we don't have a plan, a vision.
But that is the truth.
You'll be triggered. Just as a figurehead.
You must be careful.
No, okay. If it's about a vision and the plan.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Yes.
Joachim, I take my words back.
You will respond when
I'm finished.
Yes, please.
Anyway, I'm saying there is a hope that you have planted in people. It needs to be real. It needs to be tangible. It needs to be feasible, and it needs to be practical. we should not convince our citizens that there's something out there. Yet the only thing that you have shown them is we're only going to take this guy out. It's in what you call in politics, one knockout. Then after, your career in boxing is over. Because that is far more dangerous than, and I'm suggesting this with a lot of reverence to people listening to me. He said it, and I know we tried to sweep it under the rug. This is the first time we are seeing someone being challenged on a manifesto he has stuck on. He said, I want to do these 5 things. They are costing him every single ounce of energy. Every single previous government that we have had since election has disbanded their plans. This one has costed him politically, economically, until he had to find a way to pay for it off budget.
Which one?
The NIF is not in budget.
In finishing.
Sovereign fund is not in budget. So the point is simple.
So you have to break the law.
Here, for every single voter, these are antagonistic principles that you must assess. If someone is giving me hope, what does that hope carry in principle?
Yes.
Practical, tangible, and feasible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But now that goes
In finishing.
that goes sharply with what you said earlier, that you cannot decide for Kenyans what they have decided. That, for example, your own people have decided that to them a state lodge is important, and it's their
Again,
verdict.
I come from Bere. That was Meru.
Okay.
You see?
Okay, and I have seen people here. Somebody called Daniel Kirima saying, I come from Bere, together with my Soso,
Yes.
one time.
Are you taking an opinion poll?
Yeah,
So
but-
now,
but-
as I finish, I am glad that you realize that we have provided a hope for the Kenyan people, and that's very important, to feel that tomorrow is going to be greater than today. And for us, we have come with a very precise map on how we achieve the lofty dreams as the Kenyan people. These dreams have often been stopped by the vices that we have all had to experience in the country. But we promise that by doing a few steps, we are going to unlock venture capital so that can access credit to do their business. We are going to take off some household costs like education and health from their backs so that they can now, the money they have been using in terms of school fees and medical bills, they can channel it to other things. We are also going to reduce the cost of production by reducing the VAT from 16% to 5% sales tax, and that is going to be a very big thing in our country. Therefore, in terms of providing a roadmap and how tangible the dream is, we've done just exactly that. As for other things, the Kenyan people know, and they have made a resounding resolution that what they are getting is not what they ordered. They could be getting chicken, but they ordered for turkey. So they have decided that they are going back to the wild to get the turkey they ordered for. And there is nothing wrong with that. And my friend here is selling a very divisive agenda. Oh, this one has been done, this one has not. But at the end of the day, and I want to advise all of you, I want you to make peace with the reality that the government you have worked so hard defending is packing. And William Ruto knows this. He is only that he can't tell you to demoralize you, but he knows that he is going to be voted out on 10th August. As for what we are going to do for Kenyans, we have provided that roadmap, and there is no candidate within the opposition who will be able to articulate any agenda without mentioning the issue of debt. Is the biggest expenditure item in our budget. So whatever you think you are going to do for the Kenyan people, the impediment is that issue of debt, because now all sectors, whether agriculture, energy, education, health, has one problem, the problem of finances to fund the activities. And that is what is bedeviling the Kenyan people. Therefore, as we wind up today, I want to remind Kenyans that I am SG of Sifuna Party. Welcome to the ARC. And remember to vote for me in 2027 as the Senator of Nairobi. I am going to make Senate a very, a very enjoyable place to watch. I am going to speak for everybody within Nairobi. I am going to be a very hard nut to crack for the governor that is coming in, so that we make sure that the resources we give are used for the best interests of the Kenyan people. Kama leo, I am talking about the 4.8 trillion budget of government. What about the 48 billion of Nairobi County? That's a piecemeal task for me. And therefore, Kenyans have a good senator in me. And above all, you have the most brilliant president coming in 2027, Jimmy Wanjigi. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr.
Do you charge for campaigns?
Do I charge for campaigns? No, but when I ask
for
him,
you, he can pay for what?
When I ask him to come here, I also do not pay for his fare. So fair enough.
Good enough.
I also don't charge you. I don't also charge you for campaigning for Ruto.
Yes, but he has nothing to campaign for. For him is to defend.
Yeah, Joachim has not asked for our votes.
No.
I know. I already have them.
in finishing.
Yes. Now, I want to call upon our parliament to see to it that
It's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to call upon our parliament to see to it that at least the Elections Campaign Finance Act of 2017 is enacted and activated so that we can have proper management of finances during elections. Because as it is now, we do not have those proper management of finances for elections. That is why it is even wrong for people to begin raising funds now, even before IBC publishes rules and regulations on how monies collected from people should be used. So it is wrong for people to begin collecting money a year to election when actually election period has not yet even kicked in. So it is upon Parliament to ensure that the 2017 Election Campaign Finance Act is put into action. Then I want to also implore on Kenyans that can we allow the law take its course? The due process that Wakili spoke to, can it be allowed to take its course? Kenyans, we are too judgmental. We rush into, we become the police, we become the prosecutor, we become the lawyer, we become the judge, and we deliver verdict even before someone is put in the dock. So can we allow due processes be followed? Finally, during this discussion, there was something that was mentioned largely about energy, and I would wish to clear the air on matters energy. Yes, we've fallen short of where we need to be, and that is why today the nuclear power plant that is supposed to be erected in Siaya should be kicking off in earnest, so that at least we match the figures in terms of megawatts that we need. We know in its inception point, phase 1, we shall be having at least 1,000 megawatts. That is a big step that can service nearly 2 million households in the rural areas and even in the urban setting, at least households. So let us, in whatever we do, in whatever we champion for, in our different political formations and ideologies, let us remember there is a Kenya that needs services, there is a Kenya that needs projects. Whether shiny or not shiny, those projects are what Kenyans need. Whether you can take your chicken to the 12th floor or not, that house is very important for someone who has been sleeping in a very rugged place. I therefore call upon Kenyans that we look at these things with a perspective of having a new Kenya, the dream of Singapore that all of us want for this country by 2060. Thank you very much.
The nuclear power plant is a lie. The houses in Mukuru, no
Joachim,
one
we have
Mukuru
closed.
has gone
Let's
there.
discuss
We've
after.
closed.
People, they don't.
Lies.
Jagero, close. We are done. Thank you. See you next time.
Joachim should pray.
People of the internet, until another episode. Bye for now. All right, people of the internet, I hope that you're enjoying this episode very much. And I just had a break to tell you about my new book. You know, everybody says that there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their town, in their city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call brothers, but there are no jobs. Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them except you. I work for Americans myself. I work for Europeans. I work for the Chinese. I work for the Australians. I work for the Canadians. And so, because I have done so much for myself, I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a digital book called Goldmine 18 Hustles for Africans. And then in 2025, AI came. People say AI is taking away our jobs. And for me, I'm going to say false. There are actually AI jobs. Jobs are not being taken by AI, but there are new jobs online that are there because of AI. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. And for now, in my new book, we have 25 online and offline jobs that you can leverage on if you do not have a job. So in this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I've made and lessons I've learned over the 15 years that I have worked online. So what can you do online? You can become an executive assistant for busy folks in Europe, America, Canada, and get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. Okay? You can build a lot of things. Build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce shop without capital, be an affiliate marketer, or you can also become actually an English tutor and tens of AI jobs. If you have a job, that is fine. But I also know that you can buy this book for that brother, for that sister, for that mother, for that cousin, for that husband who is watching Netflix all day at home. Buy it for your friend who is always asking for cash. You know that friend. Now, all the information is on the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or go to my website, which is odworjegero.co.ke.